It's Friday night, and it's time for Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain. Happy Friday to ya! Oh, TGIF, like wow. Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain. Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain.
Friday-Nite Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain.
Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain.
Friday-Nite Tape Talk with
Rob and the Captain.
I gotta take a wee.
Jibba jabbing.
I would have just got my nipples out.
Double whammy, bang.
I'm gonna puke.
You betcha.
Oh, it's hot stream on stream action.
I had a good chuckle. I enjoyed that.
What am I doing on a hot air balloon? Who am I, the Wizard of Oz?
Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain.
Captain.
Rob and the Captain.
Friday-Nite Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain. Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain. Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain.
They're masturbating with mackerel?
It looks like poo.
I like to dip my marinara sauce in other marinara sauce.
Fart noise. Oh, I like butt stuff.
Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain. Rob and the Captain. It's Friday Night Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain. And now, here's Rob from Rob's Vintage Video and Captain Adam from Captain Adam's VHS Pirate Ship. Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain. Rob and the Captain.
Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain.
That's right. It's Friday night, folks. Welcome to Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain right here on Rob's Vintage Video on the YouTubes. Of course, you probably already knew that because you're here, but we have to state it either way because it just makes sense.
Yes, and if you didn't know that's where you were, you might want to check on yourself. I don't know, maybe let someone know that you're not feeling well.
You're not doing well out there. If you didn't know that, not doing well.
Big Lindog is here.
Hey, what's up, man? Hey, happy Friday, Lindog. TGIF. Stick around for a new episode of Family Matters coming up right after Tape Talk. Yeah. Right here on ABC, the TJF lineup. It's never going
to... I love when... I just wait for Lindog to show up because I love when you do the impersonation.
He sets me off. It's like, the dog that salivates every time you ring the bell. What's that dog's called? What's it? Schroeder? I don't know. But anyway, that's what it's like. Lindog just makes me do a Macho Man impression every time I see his name pop up there.
Man impression coming from the Captain every time Lindog shows up. Mm-hmm.
Don't know what it is. I got a fever. Every time I see Lindog show up, I gotta do the voice.
Oh boy, that's a big ass glass of beer, boy. God damn.
Yeah. It's heavy too.
Gareth says Friday night is Saturday morning. What are you talking about?
I know. Well, it's we are EST over here. And Gareth is in the future already.
Gareth, have you seen the bloody size of his glass of beer?
Oh yeah, he knows. He
thinks he's at Oktoberfest.
That's why I introduced this. Well, I didn't introduce it, but the first time it showed up on camera was on Gareth's stream last Saturday for the chart show, the 1986.
Yeah.
By the way, Gareth, I still can't get over that UK VHS cover summer rental. That's like the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. Have you seen that, Rob? Did you see that?
I saw you freaking out over it, and then I saw him bring it back up later.
It's nightmares about that. Nightmares about that.
It was quite comical though.
Yeah, it was very.
Big Josh is here.
No, he's on a cruise.
He's on a cruise in Alaska. He's disembarking tomorrow.
Wow.
We're having an excellent night, Josh, and I hope you have an excellent night, and say hello to Alaska for us.
Yeah, say hello to Alaska. Yeah.
And if you can, get yourself a video, get to a thrift store and see what kind of tapes they got going on up in there.
Yeah, what kind of tapes they got up in Alaska, I wonder.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or is that Blockbuster still open in Alaska?
I don't know. I know that they had that McDonald's that closed down. It was like abandoned since '93, and they still had all the menus up on the drive-thru. You ever see that pics of that?
I think so.
Yeah.
I'm familiar with the Blockbuster, though. I know the Blockbuster. They had a Blockbuster up there for the longest time. It was supposed to be like one of the last ones or whatever.
Yeah. Still operating? Is that what that is? Really?
I don't know if it's still there now, but it was one of the last ones. I think it might have closed before the one, which was the last standing one.
Mm-hmm.
In that documentary there, whatever it is. I can't remember, somewhere in the United States there.
Very interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah. Lindog is happy that you set him off.
Oh.
You off. Sorry.
Yeah. Sorry. I'm coming to set you off. Coming to set you off.
What are your favorite gangster movies?
Oh man, I feel like we talk about this a lot on the show.
Do we?
Yeah, I think we do. That's how we discovered that you hate James Caan so much.
Yeah, and I'm
So
also like super tired of gangster movies because
yeah, I
did
feel
you
like
see that Irishman one with De Niro and everything?
no, did I see that? I don't know. Did I see that? I don't know why I'm asking you, but
I don't know. It
if
was a
anybody should
long
know, it should be
movie.
me.
It was a long movie, and it was like watching Casino, Godfather, and like what's the other one there? The one with Ray Liotta. What's that one?
Goodfellas.
Yeah, Goodfellas. You take those three movies, put them together. That's was watching that movie all
Hmm.
together. I mean, it was not bad, but it's just more
Well,
mobster.
yeah, it's they all kind of run the same. I think, especially if you watch mob movies from a certain era, they sort of like they sort of all just kind of go together, don't they? They sort of just they run the risk of just being the same.
Yeah.
As far as picking like top four, hmm. I mean, Goodfellas is definitely at the top of the list.
Well, I don't think it's
Casino.
before. Just like we just said, what are your guys' favorite gangster movies? So you can
Oh, I
just
didn't
pick
say
one or one.
four.
No, just what
Oh,
are your guys' favorite? Yeah.
I saw your there, your guys. And for some reason, my mind put four there. That's stupid. I don't know why I did that. That's stupid. I'm so stupid. Uh, I mean, my favorite. I mean, it has to be Goodfellas. My favorite.
Goodfellas
Yeah,
is good.
yeah,
Is it, what about Scarface? Is that considered a gangster movie?
yeah. I would, yeah. I would think that. Yeah,
Okay, well, I'm going to say Scarface because I've watched that movie like just like everybody else in the world about a billion times,
yeah.
and you can forget about it. You can forget about for a million five. Okay,
Good.
there's no way for a million five. Forget about it.
Yeah.
I can't help you for a million five. So Garrett says he got a similar one for 1987.
Interesting.
A chart show, I guess.
A chart show or a summer rental VHS. I hope it's not a summer rental.
He had a pretty
And I
good
will
time on the
be.
cruise.
Sorry, Rob.
He got a pretty good time on the cruise, and he saw a lot of cool stuff. I bet you
Well,
did.
he's on a ship as well today. That's interesting.
Yeah, you should go see the captain and see if they can sail by the captain, and then you'll be like, "Hey,
I
look, there's a
don't know.
VHS pirate ship. No one ever saw that before."
I mean, that's he's in the Pacific Northwest. Probably that's a long way to get to me.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Oh,
sailing takes me away to
takes me
when the
away.
captain is and his VHT. Or should I say hood gangster movies?
Oh, you mean those kind of gangsta? Oh, gangsta. You know what? It's our
Oh,
fault. He did say gangsta at first. He did say
he did say
gangsta.
gangster. I just kind of
Yeah.
just assumed it was regular gangster, but that's my
Damn it.
bad.
I'm totally behind on
I'm going to say
my
Judgment Night.
mm,
Judgment Night.
I
Emilio
mean,
Estevez and all that.
I'm not a big fan of them. But
Emilio Estevez in that? I think it's him.
I get maybe New
I think that
Jack
movie. I
City.
remember who's in it.
Yeah.
I'm picking it
I would
because I know
say
Dennis Leary's in it. Dennis Leary plays the bad guy, I think,
hmm,
and the rapper from House, the lead singer from House of Pain, the rap band is in that movie too. So,
Everlast. Is that
yeah,
Everlast? Yeah.
that's correct. Yes.
I guess I'll go with New Jack City on that. I don't really,
Hmm.
not really. I mean, it's not really my favorite genre of film. Like I said, like gangster movies, they get a little tired. So do so do gangsta films
Yeah.
because there's a lot of them as well. It's sort of like you
Well,
see
Boys
one, you
in
kind
the
of see them all.
Hood, Menace to
Yeah,
Society,
yeah. I
you
mean,
know,
uh,
Colors, New Jack City.
yeah, I'm gonna go with New Jack City. But let's see, what else would be? I guess I don't know. Kings of New York. I guess that's not a gangster, even though it has gangstas in it. I don't think it's a film. It's more like a
Well,
gangster film and a gangster film merged
yeah,
into one.
it's kind of on a line, I think.
Yeah. Hmm.
Greetings and salutations. It is he, the Professor Macabro.
There he is. There's our little
Professor.
guy. Hmm.
Josh will be posting some pictures and videos hopefully soon.
Well, hopefully soon.
Yes. Cheers to Sean 420.
Hey, Sean 420. Sean 420, I can only guess what you're up to on this Friday evening with a name like that. Uh-huh. I'm guessing that's not your area code, if you know what I'm
No.
saying. Oh, those magical 3 numbers.
Yeah, that's not his area code or his location or in any kind of way.
Well, I guess it would be not 3 numbers. It would be technically 2 numbers because you got 420. The 20 is a number. Yeah, 20. So I guess it's not 3 numbers, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To set it off counts, Queen Latifah
Yeah,
went
yeah,
like a
yeah.
boss in that one.
Yeah, I think that counts. Do you think that counts, Rob?
Set it off. You know something? I have to look. I don't know if I've seen that movie. I got to see the cover or whatever it is because I generally don't watch Queen Latifah movies.
No, I don't either. It's kind of a rule of mine, but I've heard of it and seen some of it, and I don't know.
So I
I wanna
may
say
have
it's-
seen it. I just have to like refresh my memory. But I guarantee you, if I've seen it, it's not often because I don't remember it.
Hmm.
Big Tone is here.
Hey,
Where
Tone.
where is he? There he is. How you guys doing? By the way, I got Mortal Kombat on and Donald Trump and I shout you out and it's my girlfriend's birthday.
Oh, well, happy birthday to your girlfriend.
Yes.
And
Congratulations on all that stuff, Big Tone.
yeah, I got to tell you, I really didn't understand the first part of that sentence, but happy birthday to your girlfriend.
He got Mortal Kombat and Donald Trump.
Donald Trump.
And I shout you out.
Hmm.
Yeah. I think he means Donald Duck.
Autocorrect.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Yeah, I get Donald Duck. Yeah.
There you go. He means Donald Duck. And he shouted us out in the video of the tape. Aha. Mortal Kombat, eh? That's a good one.
Do they still make Donald Duck orange juice? Is that still a thing? Remember Donald Duck orange juice?
Not over here.
The States had Donald Duck frozen concentrated orange juice.
Really?
Yes, and I don't know why that was a thing. Why Donald Duck was?
What's up with Donald and the oranges?
I don't know. They just made that.
Florida?
There was also Superman peanut butter, which is weird. Did you have Superman peanut butter?
Superman peanut butter.
Yep, Superman peanut butter. I have no idea why, but
That is weird.
yep, Superman character license and everything with Superman on the label.
Tony's up to 2011. I thought you were at 2012. Would you fall
Yeah,
back?
hey, don't be backpedaling, Big Turn.
Come on, Tony. He's watching
And
Teenage
then
Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Which one? The 89 or the
More recent.
remakes? Which
Yeah, the
we
CGI Turtles.
yeah, we
You
won't
watching the
talk
real
about.
Turtles or the CGI Turtles?
Yeah.
I don't think they make that anymore, Captain. Been years since I've seen that. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't look anymore. Maybe they do. I don't know.
I have never seen that.
Yep.
Superman peanut butter or what was
Superman
the
peanut butter.
what was the first one you said?
Donald Duck orange juice.
Donald Duck orange juice, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I wonder if he's from Florida or something. Like he's got some kind of stake in oranges. Or...
Man, I really don't know. I guess it was just they just wanted to slap a name on something. I don't know, but it was like Donald Duck. Really, in the history of Donald Duck, there really is nothing that has to do with orange juice.
No.
Not that I've noticed. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe I've missed it, but
Yeah. 1990,
1990, the first one, the real one.
the real one. Yeah. Yep. Movie still holds up, man.
I like them. I think they're good movies. I mean,
Yeah.
1, 2, and 3, and they come in that order. You know, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, I mean, the first one obviously is the best.
Yeah.
The second one,
Is the second
Yeah.
best.
yeah, I mean, it's good. I mean, it's just different. Like because I know like they wanted to make it less violent because Jim Henson hated the first one.
Yeah.
Because he was responsible for the suits and everything, animatronics, and he just didn't like the violence. So that's why they don't really use their weapons in the second one.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, I just found out someone told me that. I don't know if we were talking on here or wherever we were talking about it, but I mean that they didn't use their weapons in the second movie, and I'm like, what?
Mm-hmm.
Why do I remember them using their weapons? But I guess I have to go back and check it out.
Yeah, you go back and check it out. It's like then you notice like, oh yeah, they don't use their weapons. They do use combat cold cuts at that one scene.
That's true, yeah, they're whipping around some
about it.
sausages or something.
Yeah. And the third one I think is a little too ambitious for its own good. A little too ambitious. Like, you didn't have to make it that complicated, man.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
come on, like all the time travel and everything
Yeah,
involved. It had to be the same people, the same size, and the same weight, and all this kind of stupidness.
It's really weird. Like, you didn't have to do that. There's like so many other storylines you could have went with. Why did you why did you do that? You went with the hardest possible option. You go back to feudal Japan. I'm like, okay, so
Yeah, no,
that's just really strange.
Samurais, yeah. I want
Mhm.
Ecto Cooler and those green TMNT fruit pies that come back. Dag nabbit.
Why
Dag
do
dat
they
nabbit. Nabbit.
dag nabbit? No,
Dag yeah,
dag
Dag
dabbit.
Nabbit he wrote.
Damn, I
Dag
don't think
Nabbit.
that's right. I don't think that's right. I think it's dag nabbit.
I think it's Dag Nabbit too, but I mean
Yeah. Um,
he's allowed to say it however he wants, you know.
that's fine. He's fine. He's an evil professor. I don't tell him what to do, like you
No.
said. Yeah. Um, I know they did bring back Ecto Cooler a couple years ago, like for a limited run. I think they did bring back the turtle pies as well. I'm not entirely sure about the turtle pies, but I know the Ecto Cooler was a thing. And who knows, Professor? If you look it up, you could probably get some off of Amazon. That's hopefully not 20 years old, but of course it might not matter. There's so many preservatives in that shit. It's not going to matter. But I think you can find it. I think you can.
You know something? If I walked into the store and they had like Ghostbusters drink crystals, Ecto One drink
Mm,
crystals on the shelf, I would buy that shit.
yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think that's give it time. I mean, they'll come back around. They'll release it again for some kind of anniversary or something. They do that kind of stuff.
I love Kool-Aid, man. I'm a Kool-Aid kid. I grew up with that shit, man. I love powdered
Hmm.
drinks like Tang and Kool-Aid and shit. I love that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was huge deal back in the day, man. Huge deal. Yeah.
I like TMNT
Uh,
3 as a kid. Yeah, okay, well, I like the
yeah,
Turtles. I like the Samurai. I had a scene of Wet April.
man.
It had a scene of Wet April, so I was happy.
Uh,
Dag
yeah.
nabbit. There you go.
Yeah, that,
Nailed it. Nailed
he
that
did
one.
nail it that time. He nailed it. Yeah, that was a weird movie because it brought back Casey Jones, and really like he was important to the story, but it was also like you would have liked to see him in more of a combative, what's the word I'm talking? A combative capacity. But he didn't have any fights. Like it was just Casey Jones, but he was just babysitting the samurais
Yeah,
that were exchanged, which was funny. I mean, all that stuff was pretty funny, but it was just like I don't know. I mean, why include Casey Jones if you're not going to have him like kick ass? Like it's like I don't know.
yeah. He just had to have some kind of like reoccurrence, like or some kind of reference. You know, like
Yeah, and it's like he wasn't in the second one at all. Didn't even mention him. They just bring him back for the third one just to be a babysitter. I don't know. It's like a lot of problems with that film.
yeah,
I don't know.
yeah, like you said, if you're gonna have Casey Jones in it and he's not beating anybody up, then you're
Mm,
something's wrong.
yeah, I mean, it's just I don't know. I would have rather seen other things happen. If you're going to do live action turtle movies, especially at that time period, there's a lot of stuff you could have used besides that. I mean, it's like, and you're going to do that, but not include Usagi Yojimbo, the samurai rabbit mutant. Like, you're not going to do that. Like,
Yeah,
okay, I mean, that would have been a perfect time to introduce him.
for sure.
Whatever,
But
whatever.
too late now.
Yeah, too late now. I'm still bitter about that.
Nice one.
Yeah.
What's going on, Big Tony? My man's here. The Weekend Cult
Going
Film
on.
Club. Evening, gents. I hope you're both good.
Hey,
I am
we hope
excellent
we hope you are well as well. We
as
hope you're
well.
well as well. Yeah,
We got
we hope. We got
we
two
got
games.
two Casey Jones and three
Uh,
modern and Japanese versions. So if you were a fan
oh,
of, yeah, okay,
that's
you got
true. I forgot about that.
double.
Yeah, Elias. Yeah, you got double. I don't know, man. It's just not good enough. I'm afraid. It's like I would rather see Casey Jones if you're going to bring him back to like fight stuff. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't know. It's
1,000%.
yeah, he was great in the first one. The first one was a very good representation on screen of Casey Jones.
Yeah,
But I don't know. I don't know.
I like. I saw those the first two movies in the theater the day they came out. The third one
Mhm.
I caught on TV, but
Yeah, same here. Same here. The exact same scenario. Like I really had no interest in seeing the third one, just because I was like, okay, so what? They go back in time, and um,
my
that's okay.
my buddy and I from in high school, Eric, I'm gonna have to say his name properly. His last name, Italian last name, Eric Foglietta.
Oh, a Fogalea.
Yeah, Foglietta, and we skipped school and we went to Alexis Neon Plaza and we saw part one and part two.
Yeah, good stuff, man. Good stuff. You know what? I still have an issue with part two. They had the perfect opportunity to use an on-screen live-action version of Rocksteady and Bebop, but they did not do that. They went with Toka and Razor, two other. They
Yeah.
just went with two different characters. Like you had your perfect opportunity to bring Rocksteady and Bebop, two mutants that are bad guys on the cartoon and in the comic books, but yet you didn't. So I still have a problem with that.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, I mean, it's a good case. Yeah, you know,
you
you
know,
have
like
legit reason.
it's like what? I not that I minded. I mean, like it worked, but it's also like, oh man. As a kid, if you hear like the new Turtles movie has like, oh, there's two evil mutants in it, you're like, oh, it's gonna be Rocksteady and Bebop. And then
Well,
you watch the movie and like, yeah, that's not Rocksteady and Bebop at all.
no.
And Vanilla Ice is in it, and they don't use their weapons, and it's like it's a different April. Like Judith Hoag's not in it. Why am I
No,
watching this film? You know what I mean?
no, it's definitely a lesser film. That's why I
Mm.
put they're in the exact proper order, 1, 2, and
Yeah,
3. That's the way
I
they
agree
go.
with you. Absolutely, I agree with you. Yep. Yep.
What do you guys think of a solo Wile E. Coyote movie? He's my favorite Looney Tunes character, and I feel he needs more love.
I 100% agree with you, Lindong. Let me see a Wile E. Coyote movie right away. Now he says solo without the Roadrunner, because
Yeah, I guess so.
without the Roadrunner is kind of like Batman without the Joker. I mean, you kind of need the Roadrunner.
Yeah, like what are you gonna what kind of story are you gonna do? Just
I mean,
like his origin?
I don't know. That'd be interesting. But again, it's like you. What's the compelling storyline that if we watch the Coyote cartoons for his forever struggle against the Roadrunner. Without the Roadrunner, what do you have? You know,
Yeah.
I mean, even though there were a couple of cartoons that featured Wile E. Coyote without the Roadrunner. There's I think there's just one where he's with Bugs Bunny, and that one, Wile E. Coyote actually talks. Is super genius. That one,
But
only
isn't
cartoon he ever talked.
what about the one? Isn't he the one that he's with the sheepdog there when he was trying to
That's okay.
like,
This is
walk
this.
in?
Yes, that's yeah. Morning, Frank. Morning, Ralph.
Yeah.
That's interesting. That's a point of contention because is that actually Wile E. Coyote? Because he has a red nose. It's like
Ah, it's a different coyote.
is it a different coyote or is it a wolf? Like it's like what is this character supposed to be? They never
Yeah, that's
specify
true.
if
Yeah.
that's really Wile E. Coyote. Obviously the same design, but he's got a red nose. So
Yeah,
it's like
I guess I just assumed it was him, but I didn't,
everyone does, but it's like that's not really. They don't say it's him. It doesn't seem like it's him because he's got a red nose. I don't know, but it's still a great cartoon either way.
Yeah. At least keep Casey in the mask.
Yeah.
Maybe by then they didn't want to get sued by Jason. By the way, have you seen that new Jason mask design for the proposed Jason universe?
I'm
I
going to
have
ask
not.
answer that last part of that question first. No, I have not. I have no idea what you're talking about, but I believe you know what you're talking about, Professor, because you are the expert in these things.
That's right.
I'm sure I will find out about this later. I did not hear about this.
I have not seen the mask.
No, no. I
But
mean,
yes, at least keep Casey in the mask. And if you're going to put
mm,
Casey in the mask, why is he going to be wearing the mask? For
yeah,
no other reason than kicking some ass, right?
yeah. To hide his identity because he's a vigilante. It's.
And
I
to
think
protect.
that mask is different enough than the Jason mask. Besides, you can't copyright a hockey mask. You know what I mean? People
That's what I'm
wear
saying.
hockey masks.
And you're not going to wear a hockey mask unless you need protection. If you're wearing a hockey
Yeah,
mask and you don't need protection, then that's a bit weird.
yeah.
Like even Jason, when he was killing people as a serial killer, the mask still provided him with protection.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And also,
Still
it
served a
proved to
purpose.
just to help cover his big chud head.
That too. That too. So no one's
Hmm.
walking around with a hockey mask on without a purpose. Is what I'm saying.
No, we wore them here on the show a couple weeks ago, and we could barely stand it. Why would you wear them just for fun? They're
Exactly.
very
And we had a
uncomfortable.
we had a genius idea that we couldn't even pull it off because none of us wanted to sit there with a mask on and not say nothing for a long
No,
period of time. So
no. Mm-mm.
Puma's here.
Hey,
You are
Puma,
late, Puma.
my auntie Puma. She's my aunt now too.
Yeah, and she's late to the show.
That's right. That's a good.
Len Dog said, and don't get me started with the TMNT. That's my shit. I collect TMNT figures. I watch every episode on the 80s series. Read a lot of comics. TMNT for life.
Mm-hmm.
Easy, Len Dog. Okay.
He's very passionate about that. Obviously, he
Tell me
probably
about the turtles,
feels betrayed by the third movie as well. I'm sure.
I'm sure he does.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I
Uh-oh.
always forget to turn my phone off, and the shit scares me.
Scares me too. I shit.
What's going on? Corey's here.
Hey, Corey. What's up, Corey?
I'm gonna have to throw my phone somewhere one day. Yes, you just shared this on Instagram. Thank you, Big Tony. You're the man.
He shared it on Ig.
On the egg.
On Ig.
I love the look of Toka.
Mm-hmm.
They look great. They do look good.
I'm not saying they look bad. They look good, but it's just like, why not use Rocksteady and Bebop? I don't understand. Yeah. That's what we wanted to see. You know.
And Kevin Nash as a super shredder. I was impressed by that.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like, what, I guess, like, if you were to explain this to someone who wasn't there back in the day, and I know all of us out there in the chat were, but it's like, when the first Turtles movie came out, the live action Turtles movie came out, we're like, oh, real excited. It all looked great, but we were all just a little disappointed. Maybe we didn't say it enough that Rocksteady and Bebop were not in it. Okay. But we understood, like, okay, well, maybe there's, there wasn't any room for the story, and they're going to, as the saga continues, leaves room open for a sequel, this, that, and the third. Maybe we'll see him in the second movie. When we hear that there's a second movie coming out, we get real excited. And we also heard there's a big surprise for the Turtles with two of their own kind fighting against them, two mutants going against them. We're like, oh boy, this is it. Rocksteady and Bebop coming up. And you see it, you're like, what are you guys doing? What are you doing? Like you had a perfect chance, and you didn't take it. And that's, that gets to you,
Yeah. It's like it's made by people who don't like the series and don't know nothing what should happen or any of that shit.
Exactly. And that just, that just sets off your life where it's like, okay, I understand Hollywood does not care about passion, the childhood dreams, childhood stuff. They just want to ruin it and use the name to make money.
That's it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
That's why you got to boycott those ones and get behind the ones where there's actual people who are, involved with the original and fans of the originals and all that kind of thing.
Well, good luck finding that stuff. I mean, it's really hard to find any that actually does that. I can't think of anything that actually does that.
He needs to go after Bugs. That was a great episode.
Yeah. Super genius.
There was a Wile E. Coyote movie filmed, edited, and finished. It was going to be about Wile E. suing the Acme company. I think John Cena was in it, but it got canned as a tax write-off.
Is that true, Professor? I'm spelling a fib. I think you're being a
Wile E.
Yeah, Wile E. Coyote, super genius.
It's a tricky. I can rap lyrics like from a song. Like some people say, how do you remember that? How are you able to say that? Because it's mapped out and written down, and I got it in my memory, and I can say that easily. But to read it, sometimes it's like,
oh, maybe you're dyslexic.
Maybe. Who knows?
Maybe you're dyslexic.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Schizophrenic, and so am I.
Yeah, that's right. Oh man,
that's Ralph.
Oh yeah,
Wolf boys going after Sheepdog.
It's Ralph. Okay, we should have known that because we even said it. Like his name was Ralph, and why didn't we? That's not Wile E. Coyote at all. That's Ralph Wolf.
Ralph. I don't know. For some reason, I thought he was just going by another name because he was like I had a job.
Yeah, he was just under an alias.
Yeah, he was under an alias. He had a job. He was punching in and out. And I thought he was working an angle to get some sheep.
All right. Lindog proved us wrong. Lindog proved we were idiots. We even said the name.
Yeah, thanks for that, Lindog.
Thanks a lot, Lindog. Yeah. Can you block him from the chat? Okay.
Yeah. Where is Larry at? Where is the horror cat guy besides Cabro? Is the only one here with the wrench. Oh, there's my man. Big Don is here.
Hey, Don.
Evening, tea boys and mateys.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't make.
He kids you not. They made that and a Batwoman movie with Michael Keaton. But when Warner Brothers got bought out Discovery, they canned those two movies as a tax write-off.
That's interesting.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
I never heard
huh.
of this.
Yeah, I never heard of that either. Yeah. Huh.
Batwoman, huh? All right.
Yeah, Batwoman.
I would have not have watched that probably.
No, I would have avoided it like the plague. Yeah.
I would have watched. I would have let everybody else watch it, and then
Uh,
I would have waited till somebody I trust to tell me, "Rob, don't watch it. It's a piece of shit." I was okay.
yeah, it's like that's usually what I do. I wait for everybody else to see it and tell me how bad it is. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
that's
yeah, I
right.
told you it would be bad. You know,
Yeah.
it's
Meanwhile, I'm watching the same '80s movies like 3-4 times while
oh yeah,
they're doing. They're like my guinea pigs watching the movies and letting me know how shit they are.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, have fun with that new Marvel's bullshit. Marvel movie bullshit. I'm gonna watch Karate Part 2 for the
Exactly.
537th time.
I'm gonna put on just one of the guys again for that
Yeah,
100,000th time.
yeah. I'm gonna go watch Police Academy 3 again.
Yeah. Oh, hey, the two
Hmm.
movies as a write-off, eh? Those tax bastards.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Ha.
Oh, let me get my beer here. My beer's empty.
I know they did make a Batwoman series, and it went down in flames because nobody cared. It's like, well, there's no character called Batwoman. There's a Batgirl. Like you're just kind of making stuff up at this. It's like, don't do that. Like, why would we want to?
I think I
You have an entire line of comic books dedicated to a character already called Batgirl. You know what I mean? Batgirl is Barbara Gordon. She's already in the Batman universe. Why would you make another character, another show? I don't care. Don't get me started.
What it just
It
they
doesn't
didn't
make
want to
any
go
sense.
after that. They didn't want to go after the teenage market. They wanted to go after more of an adult, so they had to make it Batwoman.
It doesn't make any sense. They made a Supergirl show. Like there was a Supergirl show. Like why didn't you do it? I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't get it.
Planet Hex, Big Anthony's here. My beers are all
Hey,
empty, and I'm drunk as shit.
all right, all right, Planet Hex. Welcome aboard, my friend.
There we go.
Yeah.
We're on our way there. We're on our way to that planet. I'll let you know when we touch down.
Hmm. Oh, you'll know when we touch down. All right.
Oh yeah, you'll know. I don't even have to let you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. You have to,
You know when Captain shows up, it's like when Demi Moore shows up in a place.
it's the same thing. Yeah.
The exact same thing happens.
Yep. Yep.
There's no difference. There's no difference. It's like a carbon copy of like whatever happens when
Mhm.
Demi Moore shows up at any kind of given area. The exact
Yep.
same thing happens when Captain Adam shows up at that location.
Every day. It happens to me every day. This is something I got to live with. Well, it's
You
something
know
she
what I
has
mean?
to live with, I should say.
Yeah, that's right. Because she gets mistaken for Captain Adam everywhere she goes. So
Yeah. It doesn't make any sense, and but that's
that's
just
a
how
true
it
story.
goes.
You can ask her that the next time you get a chance to talk with her.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Spork.
Spork. I am curious, though. I'd like to hear more from Planet Hex. Why? What happened? Why are you bottoms up today? Just because it's a Friday, or
Well,
is
it's because
everything
he's
okay?
over there in Wizard Land, and he's probably been drinking for a good many hours. And
Well, I'm just making sure everything's okay. Like he didn't have a rough day or something, and that's
well,
why.
no, he's over there. I'm pretty sure he's used to it. That's what they do over there, man. Well, I mean, that's what they do everywhere, but I mean, they kind of started it, I guess.
Well, Planet Hex, I'm glad you're with us. I certainly do enjoy your content. I do like your channel. Certainly like your name, Planet Hex. Great name. Great
Yes.
name. And so I'm glad you're with us, buddy.
Oh, he just got in from a movie and burrito night.
Ooh, man, that sounds like a great time, man.
Yeah, fucking right.
Yeah.
I do a
Hopefully
movie and
that,
burrito night right goddamn now.
yeah. Hopefully that burrito don't, you know, activate itself on you. If you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
that's the thing. You gotta. It's like a countdown clock starts T
Oop.
minus 25 minutes and counting.
Oh, he's starting to dilate. it's starting to crown.
He says, "Thank you for the
Yes.
compliment."
No, absolutely. Thanks for joining us, man. Cheers to you, Planet Hex. If you have any beers left, didn't he say he was out of beers?
Yeah, he was out of them. He drank them all.
Oh
He's
shit!
bottomed up.
Well,
New money making idea: a rage room. but it's all full of wax figures of James Caan and James McAvoy.
Well, that's all. That's all for Rob because I have
Yeah,
no
that's a
problem with
little bit.
either of those actors, but
uh,
Rob does.
that's customized and tailor made for certain people, I think.
Mine would be Cher and Taylor Swift. That would be my rage room.
Oh boy, that'd be funny as shit. You know what I'd like to do? I'd like to do a little short video where I show up at your house, standing over you in your bed, like Marty does to his dad in Back to the Future. And,
Right,
and
right.
I have the Walkman on you, and I play
Yeah,
Cher.
yeah,
And you're like, ah,
yeah. You know
yeah, that'd be
that
funny.
that'd be great. You know what that is something we can actually do. That's total. I mean, we could do that. I mean, we don't even have to be in the same room.
No, no, exactly. You just get
Just
cutting back
just
and forth.
editing.
So
Yeah, just be editing. That's all.
yeah, I wrote a
Hey,
little ditty that I'm gonna eventually shoot with for me and Professor with something like that. I have a little short little video clips that I'm gonna get him to send me a couple videos here and there, and I'll doctor them up and make a little short story with them.
well, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah,
Well,
when I get
certainly.
around to it.
Yeah. Yeah, time is precious, man. It's hard to find time to do this stuff, and it just takes a lot of time.
Yeah,
You know.
but yeah,
It's
that'd be
funny,
funny.
like every time, just the stuff just takes time, and you're like, why does it take so long? It just does, and it's like I know every time I do an intro for the show, I'm like, oh, I'll have a new intro for you tonight, and like realizing it like 3 days later, I'm like, it's just taking forever. Why is it taking so long? It takes a while to edit stuff, make sure it sounds good, make sure it adds. It just takes a while. I don't know why. It just does.
Yes,
You know.
yes. Professor Mercado's channel is amazing.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it is.
He hasn't had the capacity to put out something quite as good of. Well, I'm not saying his videos aren't good. Obviously, his reviews are good and stuff like that. But when I first came across Professor, he was doing like videos with like dinosaurs in them and stuff, and he was like fighting them off with weapons and shit.
well, well, didn't he move? Like he moved, and like now he has like less studio space. He's still setting up a studio or something like that.
Yeah,
Am
he
I
had
right
to
about
move
that?
his whole movie room to another location, to an undisclosed location. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, yeah, Don Planet Hex, man, the author of
Yeah.
VHS Eat My Brain 1 and 2.
Yep. 1 and 2. That's right.
Yeah, good dude. A nice VHS channel. I saw he had he was having a live stream with his buddy there. I can't remember the name of the band or whatever. It was a singer from some band that he plays with. I didn't know you play guitar until I watched that live stream.
Oh, I didn't know that
He also
either.
plays guitar on stage.
I just found this out now. Yeah.
Yes.
Planet X. Planet X. Planet Hex. Unfortunately, you're one of those channels where I have subscribed to, but YouTube does not recognize that you're worthy to be put in my algorithm yet. So sometimes your stuff, your new stuff or old stuff comes up in my suggestion feed, but most times it does not. But we're working on that. YouTube is
Yeah.
working on that for me.
Yeah, we're writing a letter.
Yeah, yeah. As we all know out there, YouTube is weird when it comes to that kind of stuff. There's plenty of you people out there that we subscribe to, but we never see your content because YouTube never shows it to us. So
I need one of those pocket watches that freezes time just so I can have some free time to do the shit I actually want to do.
mm-hmm.
Not the one that not the shit he's forced to do.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
What he wants to do.
There'll be a time for that, Professor. There really will.
You get there, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Macabro verse is outstanding. It's a wild ride.
Mm-hmm.
Good a singer. There we go. Jan Doyle Band. I have some cousins with last name Doyle.
He's a lunatic.
He's a lunatic.
10,000
He has 10,000
tapes.
plus tapes. Yeah, he's a VHS collector. Yeah, he looked out there, but he looked like a cool dude. He looked like a good time. I only tuned in for a short time because, like I said, you don't have all kinds of time. But
I know.
a lot of those more elaborate videos were done during lockdown.
Yeah.
Got a bunch of free time to get creative and record all sorts of crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Makes sense. It kind of really missed that lockdown freedom.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? That was sort of a strange time, wasn't it? It's like, well, I have all this free time now. We don't have to do anything, and we can stay here. And I was at sea the whole time, so it didn't matter to me. I was like, whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah, same here. I didn't nothing going on in my video store.
Yeah.
Captain Dude, I'm just glad you're there, buddy.
Well, I'm glad you're here too, Planet Hex. Like I said, your stuff does come up every now and again. I think recently there was something that came up in the algorithm. And I was like, oh, Planet Hex. I usually always click on it to see what it is, watch it some, and that's with any YouTube video. It's like I'll start watching it, then I get distracted by something like my cats are like burning down a building or something. I'm like, you know what? It's like I can never finish a video, so I usually watch them in like 2-minute increments. Any videos, like I have to get back to it later.
A shark busting the hull of the ship, or
Yeah, a shark just out there trying to asking for money, trying to wash my sails or something. With a
Candygram,
squeegee.
Candygram, man.
Yeah. And shark.
Stuff, man. And then a kraken showing up and trying to steal his tapes and shit.
Yeah, the butt cracking.
Yeah, the butt cracking. Captain's got the only way to defeat it is with a flying butt pliers maneuver.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's not hard. That's not easy to do. Okay.
No, it's not, and it's a good thing that it happens to be Captain's finishing move.
Yep. Wrecked him.
Yeah.
Damn
near killed him.
Would you go on record to say that's the most famous joke in history? Like, just because the references, like everybody says that. I think I've said that once a day, as far as I can remember. Like,
well, I mean, if you say that word rectum to somebody and they don't catch on, they're probably not
worth it.
A person who's like too tuned in with stuff.
No, they're not worth your time. They're not worth your time. That's like,
I didn't want to say it like that, but I just
I do, because you know what, time is it's a fleeting commodity. It's precious. Why would you want to waste your time on people who don't get you?
Well, that's fair enough.
So that's a litmus test of who you should hang out with. If no one says damn near killed him after you say wrecked him, then you have your answer. Like, you don't need to hang out with him.
It's like a while back. I have like a home done tattoo of Black Flag, the band, right? And I wanted to cover it a while back because it's like a shitty home done a punk style tattoo of a punk band.
Listen, I don't want you to ever feel bad about that. Do you know how many people I know that have that exact same thing? Like that
I'm
exact
just
same
saying, like
scenario.
when I was going to cover it at one point, and when I was going to cover it, I was speaking to a friend of mine who was a tattoo artist, and he said, "What? Don't cover that, man." He goes, "When people see that tattoo, they know what kind of guy you are and shit like that." Like, and I was like, you know what? Yeah, that's right, and it's still there today.
Yeah. Well, maybe at least touch it up a little bit, huh? Like,
well, it looks. Well, it's not too bad. It's not too bad.
No. Yeah, I know. Like, I think that could be one of the most popular tattoos, just because people think it's simple enough, but when they realize how much ink it takes, they kind of regret it. It's like, that's a lot of ink. That's like a lot of solid black, dude.
Getting.
Yeah, it's like that's not going to be easy. It's like, that's a lot of ink.
I'm going to take a chance to promote the Friendly Men because they're going to release a video interview with Ewell Ball. Is it Ewell? Ewell Ball.
No, didn't we talk about this last Friday?
Ewell Ball?
We're not talking about this. Don't bring that name up again. You're going to trigger me. I don't like it.
Anyways.
Yeah, Juve. Is it Juve? Juve Bowl?
I don't know, something like that.
What did we talk about last Friday? It was
Director of Blood Raid. We talked about this last week. Yes, I saw that promotion video you did for the Friendly Men. I hope they paid you nicely because you deserve it. Blubber.
They probably did not. We're all working with the same budget here.
Hey, come on! It costs money to get the professor to promote you, man. Shit. Chickened out on my Black Flag 4 bars stick and poke tat. Got the Germs blue circle instead. Huh?
Well, that's okay. Yeah.
I got the tattoo done by my buddy's father, who was doing it in his kitchen out of some kind of like tattoo machine he got in a fold up case.
Okay. You're lucky you don't have hepatitis.
Yeah, I made it through. I got lucky, buddy.
Yeah, no blood infections.
You know why? You know why it was good? You know why everything was cool? Because everything was brand new. He had just opened the thing.
Oh. Oh, you were his hamster. You were his guinea pig.
Yeah, I guess so. But I mean, he had done tattoos previously with other machines. But when I got there, he had this new machine, and he wanted to try it, and he did it on my tattoo. So it was a brand new needle on a brand new machine with nothing. The only thing that's wrong with it is it's just not expertly done. That's all. And some tattoos are like that.
Yeah, that's going to have to do. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, it's like I don't know. I think Black Flag would appreciate that. I mean, to just have like a punk rock. You know, of course,
That's the way,
anymore you don't
that's the
know.
way
They
to get it. That's
probably
the authentic way to get it.
yeah.
You don't show up to a bougie tattoo parlor, make an appointment, spend the $200, and get some dude in a man bun to tattoo Black Flag on you. You know what I mean? Like if that's
Yeah.
what you're doing, and you're using numbing cream, you put some numbing cream on there so you don't feel it.
Nah, don't do that. What are you doing? Don't do
You
that.
might as well just drive your smart car off of the cliff with
Yeah.
your frozen yogurt.
Yeah. Why don't you take your Prius and drive it up your own ass? Okay.
How oh, I don't want to say how old, but what was your first tattoo? Do you mind talking about that, or is it?
Yeah, I didn't get them until let's see, I guess when I was 30, and there was this one. You can't really see it in the light, but it's like a dad tribute
Okay,
uh,
so a
tattoo, and then I got
family kind of thing.
yeah, that was not
Do you
till
have
30, 31. Like it took me a while to get tattoos. You
Do you
know,
have any tattoos related to a band or music or anything like that?
no, I don't. No, no, I don't. I thought about it, but you know how it is. It's like you have ideas, then it's like, oh, you think of a different idea. You know what I mean? And it's not like you can just, oh, I'll just do that too. Like it's like it costs money, it costs time. It's like you want to know what space to put it. And I was like, yeah, I don't know, I don't know. So I never really. The closest I got is this one. It's probably can't really see it, but it's a Reaper, and he's playing a fiddle, and it says, "Those that dance must pay the fiddler," which is a Tom Waits song line. That's the closest I
I love
got.
Tom Waits.
Yeah, that's the closest I got to any kind of song. But that's
That's
it's
pretty cool.
those that dance must pay the fiddler. That's it though. I don't have any other. I don't have band stuff. No,
I have a
never really
Grim
got
Reaper
around to that.
tattoo.
What's up?
I have a Grim Reaper tattoo.
Yeah,
I have a Grim Reaper in a spaceship,
really?
flying a spaceship. Yeah, back here.
Oh, it's good. Oh wow.
I don't know, probably can't see it, but
Yeah, I kind of can. Yeah. Well, that's good stuff.
because Grim Reaper's from outer space, right?
Of course, everybody knows that. Idiots.
How's that Keystone going down? Good.
Oh, it's great. I love it, man. I should never have went against the formula last week. Never. I never again, Rob.
Wow.
Uh,
IPA, man. What are you gonna do?
I don't know. It was like there was just bad spirits in that beer, man. It was like I was just nothing was going right, and it just put me in a really bad mood. And even the next day, like I might have told you this, even though like my plan was not to like just to drink like one of those, so I wouldn't be so hungover the next day. It still didn't work. I still felt like shit the next day. So, F it.
F it.
Yeah.
Mr. Bones is here, and he said the same thing I said to you when I saw you. Hello, Clarice.
Yeah, that's true. That's funny. That's funny.
That's what
Isn't
I
it?
said when Captain
Yeah.
showed up before we started. I said, "Hello, Clarice."
Yeah. Yeah. It's funny. Hello, Mr. Bones.
What's going on, buddy? Mr. Bones and I are going to be watching
I saw that. That's
Avenger tomorrow.
tomorrow, right? Tomorrow at 9.
Yes,
All right, man.
and he has never seen it.
Really?
Yes,
Well, Mr. Bones,
it'll be a reaction video, maybe too. Who knows?
I don't want to tell you to get your hopes up, because you're more than likely probably not going to like it because that's the kind of movie it is. But it's definitely endearing, and I think you'll get a kick out of it. I think you'll get a kick out of it. Yeah.
He'll enjoy it. A fun fact: after running around with Bill and Ted that one time, Grim Reaper felt jealous on the phone of the phone booth and got himself a spaceship. Yep, that's right.
Yeah.
And he just zips around, and it's a little tiny like George Jetson spaceship too.
Yeah.
Just goes,
Yeah.
little bubble over him.
Damn it! You have sunk my battleship.
Again. 7 out of 9.
Yeah. Yeah. 7 out of 9. Damn right.
By the way, happy Sweet 16, gentlemen. That's very nice of you, Professor Macabro.
16 candles.
Oh, God.
Sorry.
Yes, the 16th episode on the 16th
Yep,
day.
16th on the 16th. By the way, don't Google Sweet 16 imagery
No,
unless you
no.
want to be put on a list. 'Cause that's like, I don't know what I was thinking. We talked about this off stage where I was like trying to do promos for this. Is like, let's not go with Sweet 16 stuff because that's a little weird. You know,
It's not our genre. It's not our place to be doing Sweet 16 shit.
there are two grown men talking about Sweet 16 stuff on the internet. That's weird, and we're going to attract a kind of a weird audience.
No, we're not trying to go that direction.
No, and just like looking up imagery for like Sweet 16 and stuff, I'm like, I'm just going to go with a birthday cake with 16 on it. That's it, because we don't need to really push it any
As far as
further
we
than
go.
that. It's like, this is weird, dude. No, no, no.
You've seen clips and pieces and just has never sat all the way through the whole film.
Yeah, hmm. I don't really know how to describe it. It's a trauma film.
Avenger, man.
Is it
What it is?
Is it your first foray into trauma films? That's the production company. Have you seen other trauma films?
I'm sure he has. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, he likes that kind of stuff. You know.
Yeah, because they're
I know he's a horror dude and watches all those crazy shit like everybody else.
yeah.
Just okay. I just hope I'm an okay guest for the vid store, Rob, because I cannot hold a convo like a cat. Like Cap.
Oh, you'd be surprised. You know,
Hey,
get a bunch of
listen, all
beers
we
in
gotta
you,
talk
maybe.
about is the movie, buddy. Watch the movie and hang out.
Yeah,
And
that's good.
it.
You have a thing to, well, you know, you don't really have to talk. It's like, oh, it's like a first date. Take a date to a movies. You don't have to talk.
We got a buffer in between us there.
Yeah, when you have the popcorn bucket with the hole in the bottom, and you just
Yeah, not exactly that far, but I mean,
well, also that theory does not work with hot nachos. Hmm.
oh,
Hmm.
oh,
Yeah.
forget about that. No, don't move. It's too sharp.
Okay. Let's settle
Okay.
down.
Enough imagery.
Yeah.
I've seen
Mhm.
Mother's Day and Redneck Zombies. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, you'll probably like it. I mean, it's. I think you really know what you're in for. I think. A Toxic Avenger certainly set the pace for that whole. For all the trauma films, so I think you'll like it. You'll get a kick out of it.
He's seen and own. He's seen and own Mother's Day. Rednecks. Redneck
Um,
zombies.
yeah, as long as you don't watch Poultrygeist. I hate that movie so much. Man, I hate that movie.
Echo always brings that movie up and shit.
Mm.
What the hell? Spiders floating, hanging around here.
Are you sure? I mean,
Well, something was dangling.
you didn't get a hold of any Walmart mushrooms, did you?
No, not today.
Okay.
Unfortunately, no. But
Okay.
maybe one day, you never know.
Silly Simon.
Yes, I own Return to Nukem 2 or some shit, but haven't watched it.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
Trauma. I went to a film festival in Montreal. I can't remember the year. I went with my friend who I had to block from this channel.
Uh,
And we went to it was a convention kind of well, not a convention, but it was like a showing. They played the Toxic Adventure on a screen. It was like one of the first times it had been shown on a screen in such and such time or something like that. Blah blah blah.
mm-hmm.
And then after that, or before that, they had like a Q&A thing with Lloyd Kaufman. I saw him there and spoke. It was like just a few feet away from us, and they did a whole like seminar on how to do like special effects, and they gave you like this little booklet and DVD kind of thing, which I obviously lost in my life. But
Idiot.
yeah, like an asshole. I don't know what I mean. I didn't try to lose it, but I mean, you know how sometimes you lose stuff through life.
Oh, you just lose shit. That's just what goes on, man.
And and then they played the movie on a screen. So,
Huh.
but that was a good 20 years ago, maybe.
Well, 20 years ago. Holy shit.
Between 20 and 15 years ago, I'd say. Something
Time
like that.
flies.
Oh, yeah.
Flies. God.
You hate Poltergeist, Cabin? You might not like Shakespeare Shitstorm then.
Yeah, the thing is, I appreciate what Troma does, but I don't like most of their stuff. That's just not my cup of tea. It's just not for me. You know what I mean? I like
Yeah,
Toxic Avenger. I like the Toxic Avenger series. I like, what's it? I can't remember the other ones I like, but it's just like, yeah, I just don't really jive with it too well. Oh, interesting.
oh.
Ah.
Look for the credits to Nukem 2. My name's in there somewhere. Kickstarter stuff. Nice.
Interesting.
Nice.
Interesting.
Only other time I've done that was Adjust Your Tracking. I was one of the 191 executive producers. Nice.
Wow, 191.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Good
Hey,
stuff,
man.
man. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Credits is credits.
Credits is credits.
I've lost a bunch of stuff through the years. Yeah, my sanity, my good taste, my waistline. So sad. Well, now you're going a little. You're bringing me too deep now, Professor.
Yeah, okay, Professor. Let's reel it in a little bit, okay? Jeez and Pete's. Bring it back in a little bit.
Oh boy.
Let's not get sad. Let's not get sad. We got a lot of people drinking out there, including us. Let's not go down the dark road, okay? This is Friday Night Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain right here.
Why, Captain? Why?
Thanks a lot, Professor. Thanks a lot. You see what
Why,
you did?
Captain?
I'm a pig.
Oh, I sold my son's TV for videotapes.
At least it wasn't for crack. Always remember that.
When the fire alarm went off, I grabbed my VCR first.
Yep.
Anyway,
Crank up the country music.
and his memory.
Yeah.
Where'd he go? That's not the one. Here it is. And his memory.
Block him. Block him from the. I don't care if he is a moderator. Block him then.
Hunter is here. Hunter's here. My favorite trauma is Tromeo and Julia.
Yeah. Yeah, Tromeo. It's a great name too. It's like a great name. Like what? Yeah. Yeah.
Professor, you've swapped all those for being a badass.
That's right. You leveled up, my friend. You leveled up. Good point, Planet Hex. Good point.
Professor, I am not drinking, so I am not happy, and I'm bringing you all down with me.
Well, what do you expect from an evil professor?
He's a plotter. He likes to plot. What do you want?
Yep. Calculating.
A professor and a captain walk into a bar. I'm going to have to write something for that, actually.
Yeah, we have to continue that joke.
I'm going to get back to tune in next week for the 17th episode of Friday Night Tape Talk, and where Rob will have the rest of that joke.
Yeah. Or maybe Mr. Bones can come up with something.
Or maybe Mr. Bones can, or maybe the captain
that was Mr. Bones. We're giving you homework. You came up with the opener. You need to have a punchline for that joke.
There you go. LOL.
Yeah.
So, did you have a lovely week?
I had a good week. Good week, man. Good week. How about you?
It was an average week, same. It was a pretty like normal. Nothing to write home about.
Yeah. I did have
Did you
a few things at the thrift store this week that were pretty noteworthy.
I was about to ask you that. Did you visit the thrift store at all? So.
I did. Yes, I did find a few things. The first, of course, is not VHS related, but I think we all can appreciate this. I found.
You found. Hold on. Wrong one. There we go. Scary stories to tell in the dark.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure this is the Scholastic Incorporated. So I'm pretty sure this is the first.
Oh, I love Scholastic shit, man. I used to order books like the mofo when I was young.
Pretty sure this is the first edition. Let's see. It says 81, but there's no way this is an 81. This is later than 81. But this is a very, very one of the first editions. So it's always good to pick this up when you find this out there. One of my favorites as a kid, man. Everybody loved this book as a kid.
Yeah, very cool.
So there's that, which isn't VHS related, but I did find this, which is very, very interesting. I'm not a Queensryche fan, but I thought this was very, very interesting. A little box set. Queensryche Crime. It's called Crime. Operation Crime. It's like a live thing. It includes. I'm not putting
The
this shit.
box set, like okay,
Yeah,
that's a
it's like
cover.
it includes a really really long book. This is a very long booklet. It's a like
Huh,
a live thing.
that is a long
Uh,
booklet. Yeah.
yeah, it includes a CD of the performance, which is really hard to get out, so I'm not going to. But it also includes, which I thought was the best, a VHS tape of the live performance. So
Nice.
yeah, how to get that? It's like you see that, you're like, you know what I'm getting at.
Yeah, I'll take anything that's any kind of unique packaging when it comes to a
Yeah,
VHS tape and
it's
anything
like
else.
I don't care. It could have been anybody. This could have been TLC, and I would have got it. Like if there was a TLC like VHS box set like this, I would have gotten it because it's just like yeah,
Yeah, because just how it looks for sure.
so it's pretty awesome, you know. And then
Yeah.
I found this, which I thought was pretty unique. Not too much into Disney stuff, but early Disney stuff I certainly am. This is a Walt Disney Disneyland Records tape. Take a tape along. Take a tape along. And what this is audio tapes of
Oh shit!
Disney stories, and they have like books. These
I think I have
apparently
the
are
book
these
the
are
back
all
of
like
the tape.
yeah, these are like all like Christmas stuff. There's Christmas favorites, Merry Christmas carols, a
And
Disney Christmas
the books go
Carol.
with the tape, right?
Yeah, it seems like it is, even though a lot of them don't match up. So I'm not really sure what's going on here. But
Okay.
there's 6 tapes total, and I would say none of them match up with the books that are part of this. So this is very weird.
So
Yeah, I don't know what this is, but I got it. And
they're all separate stories.
yes,
Okay.
so it's a read along without the tapes. I don't know, Rob. I don't know.
That's weird, man. It's
I
like
don't know what's going on here.
we can either read some stories or we can listen to some stories. We can't do both.
Yeah, it's like because there's a couple tapes that match up with the books, but most of them do not. So that's really weird.
That
You know,
seems like something that somebody might have threw together. Like
it looks like it's legit though, but I don't think the books match up. I just think they're different books. It's like I don't know. And what's weird is it comes with this one. You probably can't see it. See if I can show it to you. A Charlie Brown Christmas, like
oh shit,
on
a
tape,
Charlie
and
Brown Christmas.
that's not Disney. Like
What's that
it's
doing in there?
but it's in here. And on the other side is a Disneyland Storyteller cassette. Merry Christmas, Mom and Dad. So I don't know what's going on here. Each side is different.
Can I see the Charlie Brown Christmas side again?
Yeah, if you can see it from my lighting's kind of
And
weird, but
it's obviously written the exact same, the exact. So that's
yeah.
weird, man.
But it's like they had the rights, and because on the other side is Disney. It's a Disneyland Christmas, Merry Christmas, Mom and Dad. Something I don't know what that is, but
That's
yeah. So
weird.
this is very weird. Like it's like this tape right here. It's a Small World. We all know that song very well, right?
Yes.
And on the other side is Babes in Toyland. So it's like these are stories and songs, but every side is different. So I definitely got to crank this up sometime. And this comes with there's like 14 books in here, and like it's weird.
Oh
So
boy,
it's
a
yeah.
lot of stories. And it's like
I would show you. I would show you, but they're really hard to get out and get back in. So I'm not going to bother with it.
it's just like it's weird that it's just a mix of between books and tapes. Like
Yeah, yeah. I think what it is I think all the books are there on tape, but they're on the other side, and it's like because each side looks to be different. I'm going to have to explore this more. I mean, I was
yeah,
in this,
maybe they match up on the other side or something.
yeah, it's like I was in the thrift store, like tearing this thing apart, like looking, like whoa,
Yeah.
whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah.
Because when you see something like that, you would assume you put the tape in. The tape feeds you the audio, and you flip through the book with the tape, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's what I
The
would
thing is,
assume.
I mean, I think that's the case, but there's like B sides. I have like B sides for book and tapes on this.
Charlie Brown Christmas. That's weird.
Yeah, that is weird.
I found recently something cool. I've never seen this before. I've only seen this one. I mean, I'm sure they're not too rare, but you know when the Star Wars traditional, the THX version of the trilogy,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
in that
Yeah.
box set everybody has
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
3
That was
movies
great.
together. Well, I got that, but it's not in the box set like everybody else. It's like this.
Oh, interesting. Wow.
Hold on, let me just pop this up here. I gotta put me over here and then do this, and then boom. Yeah, look at the size of this thing.
Yeah, that's what she said.
And
But she
it's the
said it.
same.
But
It is the
she
exact
said it.
same thing.
She said it while laughing, though. I don't know if that counts.
Yeah, that's kind of, you don't want to like a chuckle in there, but
I'm
this is
sorry. I'm sorry.
this is the same thing as the box, the regular box set with the three of them in there, like side by side, but
Hmm.
and it's in like laid out in a flat format, like no
That's
booklet,
pretty interesting,
but
man.
just the box is different. Yeah.
Does it have a year on the outside of the box? On the
Yeah,
back?
I'm here somewhere. Here, let me see. Let me pull out my eyes. Am I gonna find like here?
Hmm.
Yeah, it's like 90, 99, 99. I think it says 99. Yeah.
Well, 99. So that kind of was released with the prequel, then with episode 1.
It's weird.
Interesting. Very
I've
interesting.
never seen this. Is it 99? I don't know. It's kind of faded on the back. It's 1990 something. Let me take a look at the tape. Hold on. Let me put myself down here.
Oh, don't put yourself down. Don't put yourself
Let
down,
me
Rob.
get going. Now it's too dark. I can't see.
Well, that's okay. I mean, if the box set said, 99 or whatever it is, that's the box says what you go by. The box, I should say.
It's
The tapes are
blurry though.
probably just tapes from whenever they were released originally, which I think were 94 when those came out. The THX remastered ones, I think.
It
I
could
could
be
be wrong
that.
about that.
Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
It's rubbed out a little bit, but whatever. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I've never
Yeah.
seen one of these.
Well, it's cool if it was 1999. It's weird that they wouldn't release the special editions. Like instead, they released the original versions.
Worn off. I can't see.
Hmm. That's pretty cool, man.
I'm thinking it's a 9 though. Anyway,
Oh, it's upside down. That's good. That's a good find. Good find.
well, I got it for like $5, man. I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah, that's even better.
Can't beat that.
Yeah, you can't beat that at all.
Fucking all everything up in here.
I mean, I am all about like any format of the original versions of the film, like before special edition bullshit.
You want a Ninja
Yeah.
Turtle, sealed Ninja Turtle cards and gum and shit?
Bringing back a lot of memories here, Rob. You know how many of those things I had when I was a kid? Speaking of Ninja Turtles. Oh my God.
I bet that gum is still good too.
Probably is.
Yeah,
It's like a razor blade though. It's so hard to just like cut your
yeah,
gums
the
right
widescreen
now.
edition. That's it. That's right. That
Yeah.
was the widescreen edition.
Widescreen edition, yeah. Letterbox, which is really cool.
So Captain invites Professor onto his ship, and I don't know whatever they do next. I'm tagging someone else in. He's starting off the story.
Well, probably
I would take various bottles of rum and convince the captain to plunder and pillage a great many thrift stores. Paying for stuff? That ain't the pirate way.
well, I mean,
Wow.
thrift stores though they help families in need, so I'm not going to rob them.
Well, you're going to rob somebody else and then pay for them. That's what
I mean,
it
depends on what thrift store, because there's certain thrift stores that say they help the needy, but all their proceeds go to their CEOs. And so those, yeah, I definitely would rob them. But most of them, like local stuff, I'm not going to do anything about it. I'm not going to rob them. Don't do that. Don't do that. Come on.
That's a very cool Star Wars set. Might have been released as a way to sell old VHS inventory when the prequels came out.
Professor, I think you're 100% right there. I think absolutely, because I think it was 94 wasn't it 94 when they re-released the stuff THX widescreen like that? Like there was like the box sets and everything.
I don't want to look it up, but
it was before the special. It was before the special editions, obviously before the prequel, and like yeah. So I'm sure they were trying to, sell off the inventory.
But I mean, I look for a lot of tapes. I'm always looking for tapes for sale, and I'm always buying tapes and stuff. And I've never. This is the first time I've ever seen that edition.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's peculiar.
It's very peculiar. I mean, it's nice and all, but think of it. Like, what are you supposed to do with it? Where are you supposed to put it? And it looks like it's really hard to display because it's like it's longier.
It's
It's like
beautifully displayed in my showcase.
yeah, but it's like that's it. I mean, it's like you have all this space taken up. It's like it should be like you know what I mean, like this way. The box set should be like this way, so you can put it on a shelf and actually see it. You know what I mean?
That's why I like it because it's not like that.
Well,
like that Terminator one, like that Terminator 2 edition.
Oh, I hate that one because of that. I don't like it. I don't like this stuff that displays like that. What is it? What is it? A board game? I don't like that.
I enjoys it.
Well,
I likes it when it's different.
I don't know. I fear change. I like to display stuff easily. Not
I know.
everybody has those clever little jewel cases that you have.
No, they do not. That's true.
No, they do not. Your bourgeoisie stuff in your video store.
Well, yeah, this is like the low budget. I had like aliens on the marijuana hanging outside my video store at one point.
Yeah, I know.
So
whatever happened to that guy? I wonder.
Well, I had to kick him to the curb with that building. You know what I mean? Like,
no, that's too bad. That's too bad.
Yeah.
Hopefully, he found his way.
He stuck to himself. You know what I mean? Like he didn't cause any problems or nothing.
He didn't ask for money or anything.
No, he just hung back there. During the people were asking us an alien back there, and I was like, yeah. And he had a marijuana cigarette in his mouth, and he had his own issues. That's his business.
Yeah, his own issues. He was working things out.
Yeah. I mean, he's a new person to the planet, and it's rough. It's a rough ride. You got no family with you and nothing like that.
Yeah, it's a rough ride, man. I tell you what, it's a hard planet to adjust to.
when you're not family.
Yeah.
Bunch of meat sacks walking around, like giving you a middle finger and stuff.
Yeah, a bunch of bone bags.
Yeah. So, you ever come across an alien out in public? Everybody, have some compassion.
A little compassion, okay. A little compassion goes a long way. All right. Because they're probably here because they don't want to be. They're stuck here, like ET, like they missed their ride.
Why would they want to be here?
Well, I wouldn't want to be here.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why would they? Unless they're like having a great time.
Which they're not. I can guarantee
Even Jeff Bridges wanted to go home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Their whole mission when they get here is to get out of here, so they're here by mistake.
Yeah. Well, that's like well, the whole ET storyline is like they're here to observe, and then ET got stuck behind. So it's like he didn't want to be here.
No.
And
then you try to then he gets mesmerized by Reese's Pieces and stuff, and
I don't blame him.
Somewhere in Canada, there's still an alien frozen outside a building that used to be a video store. That's possible. I don't think that's the case, but it is definitely possible. If anybody remembers the location of the old location of Roswitter's video, it was actually it was the in between location of my first store and my second store. I haven't shared the outside of my my new store, so
why not? What's wrong with the new location? Oh, are you ashamed of something?
The outside of it, you only see the inside of it as for now. Unless you're thinking it's the inside of that store, but it's not.
Swerve.
It's not the same layout, so it can't be the same store. When I start putting out my more in-depth video of.
Oh, you muted yourself. You muted yourself. Oh no! Hang on, folks. There he is.
You good?
Yeah.
It's because I hit the cord, and the cord is loose, and then right away when it's loose, it mutes you.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. Thanks for hanging out, man. It's 1:15 there. Yeah.
Yeah. Get out of here, man. Good night.
A ship and stack of eBay stuff. Cheers, buddy.
Oh, I hope you're not hungover tomorrow, man. Yeah. Cheers to you, my friend.
He's used to it.
Yeah.
I'm sure he is. And now hello. Okay, there we go. Now my mouse wasn't working for a second. What the hell?
What is going on over there?
Everything's going to shit.
Chaos.
Nor should you share it. Some crazy whack job Max dude could track down your location and take that sweet Star Wars set for himself. That's true.
I think he's foreshadowing there. It's a little bit of foreshadowing. Is what that is.
Mm.
Yes, quite so.
Yeah, well, I mean, stay
Yes.
tuned to whenever I put out the first episode of the new episode of Rob's Vintage Video. That might something like that might happen. Who knows?
Hmm.
I have a droid working here. Hey, by the way, I have a robot working around here. So
Yeah.
anybody comes in here throwing their weight around, Johnny Five style.
They're gonna get happy birthday, Paulie.
Yes,
Happy birthday, Paulie.
probably tasered or something like
With
tased in the
chopping
ball sack
mall.
or something. Get tased in the taint or something.
Well, tase my taint.
Yeah. My robots are programmed to tase you in the taint.
You know, yeah, Rob's vintage video is just like chopping mall. There's like a bunch of robots running around.
Yeah, these guys here, they're charging right now, hanging out. Hit this guy over here and this guy over here. This guy over here is a bad mofo. That's why he's holding a sword over here. You gotta watch out for him. But they're on charge right now. So when they're
Anybody else
free,
out there? Speaking of chopping mall, I've always wanted to bring this up because it is something that really bothers me, and I just want to know if anybody else feels the same way out there, because I think you might, but maybe you just never thought to say anything. Maybe you didn't think it was your place to say anything. Maybe you just thought, oh, what's the big deal? I'll just go with it. But you know what? It is a big deal. It's time we talked about it. Okay, folks.
what is it?
Chat and Rob, I just want to let you know this. It's always bothered me that chopping mall is called that. It's a great name, most excellent name. I love that name, iconic name. But the
I
fact is,
instantly know as of this point, as of just a few seconds ago, know exactly what you're going to say.
yeah,
Continue.
I knew you would. I knew you would understand. I'm sure a lot of people out there understand as well. But the fact remains, it's called that, but there is no chopping that takes place in the film. The robots kill people by shocking them, which is not. It should be called Shocking Mall, then, right? I mean, why
Yeah,
Chopping Mall? Chopping Mall. I always thought it was about like just some axe murderer running around in a mall.
and
Like,
it
okay,
should
that's
be.
great. Chopping Mall. I finally watched it a couple years ago. Yes, it took me a while to finally see it, because as a kid, it was one of those predominant films on the horror rack. You always saw the cover and like, oh my god, this movie looks awesome. I'm too scared to watch it. Finally watched it, and I'm like, I can't say I like it, because it's like that's not, to me, that's not Chopping Mall.
I
Why is it
agree
called that?
1000% with you.
Yeah.
I, I've thought this to myself. I like the movie. What it is. Does it have a misleading title? Yes.
Yeah, it's like,
It
don't
definitely
call
is
it
not
that.
chopping mall. No one gets chopped.
No,
I don't think anybody gets chopped throughout the whole movie.
nope. No,
But I do love the concept of the robots just
no,
shocking everybody to death, and that's pretty cool. And
no.
but no, chopping mall doesn't represent the movie in the proper
No,
way.
what a mistitled movie, and what a waste of a title, because now you can't call anything else that. You know, like if you wanted to make a movie about an axe murderer running around in a shopping mall called Shopping Mall, you couldn't.
No, you couldn't.
So
And
it's
that would
not
be the
fair.
perfect name.
Yeah, so it's not fair. It bothers me on a lot of levels,
Yeah.
and I feel better now that it's off my
Yes, and
chest.
I agree with you. And I think a lot of people would probably agree with you, like Hunter
Yeah,
Armstrong for one.
yeah,
See, for
yeah,
sure. Chopping
yeah,
mall cover is misleading too.
yeah. See, he's with me. Thanks, Hunter.
There you go.
We need to start a support group.
Yeah, those robots should have been around when Arnold was pulling his shit in Commando. I
Yeah,
think you know what he would have just did like a sidestep and then picked them up over his shoulders, just like the payphone, and then
yeah.
threw them off the top deck. You know, they would have had no competition for John Matrix, because that was what the whole movie told you right from as soon as it
Mhm.
started.
Well, doesn't Chopping Mall take place at the Galleria, which is also where the Commando takes place, and which is also, of course, Terminator 2 takes place? Is that what it is? I
I
might be
wouldn't be
wrong about
surprised
that, but
when
yeah, it's like it kind of, or it was like they did a test run of Skynet Cyberdyne Systems technologies with offensive robots as being security for that mall back in Chopping Mall. So I think it all like kind of circles around. I had like this
wow,
big theory planned out once, back when I
wow.
used to smoke marijuana. I had this whole thing planned out. I wrote it all down, and then I lost it immediately. So I don't remember what I was going
Immediately he
with.
lost.
Immediately I lost it. Like as soon as I wrote it down, it like just flew out the window.
It blew away immediately
Yeah, like
before we
immediately
could
like
get
a
back on the pen.
Raven. Yeah, a Raven came in and just took it off my writing desk. And I'm like, oh shit. And I was like, did I even write that at all? So that's when I stopped smoking marijuana. I was like, this is getting too much. I'm getting too far into this. So
Uh, said crazy whack mass dude might have his own robot and a magic skeleton. So
yeah, well, yeah, Macabre has got his lots of henchmen with him.
yes. They saw all the chaos Arnold did in that mall, and the robots saved his image and then used it when they're making T800. Okay.
Yeah, man, use it for a model for the T800, which is a good. Did you ever watch the? I don't remember who was in the theatrical release of Terminator 3 or not, but I know on the special editions of the DVD there was a scene like it was like a Cyberdyne Systems like promotional video. It was like
Yes, I have
and it
it.
was like you saw, and it's like where they got the model for the T800 from. It was Arnold Schwarzenegger, but he had like a Southern accent.
Yeah.
It's like, well, here is Cyberdyne. We're making sure the best soldiers are picked for the. It's like it's so weird. It was Arnold Schwarzenegger, but he was like
Yeah.
talking like a Southern guy with somebody else's voice overdubbing him. But it was great. It was like that's pretty clever. That's pretty clever.
Yeah, I have them all on coasters somewhere upstairs in
Yeah, yeah,
the DVD section.
yeah,
Not
yeah,
down here. It's only tapes down here.
yeah. That's right. I do have the Canadian release of Terminator 3 on VHS, and the US release, which is weird. I found them both in thrift stores. I
Does
didn't realize the difference until like one day I'm actually looking at them. I'm like, oh, CDC. It's interesting.
does the Canadian one smell like bacon?
No, there's no difference. Like there really isn't any difference. A little bit of difference in the layout of the back, but that's about it. But as far as like the tapes go,
Canadian
nothing
tapes
really.
usually smell like bacon or beer.
Well, this one did not. This one did not. I think it might have smelled like caribou. I don't know.
Caribou's pretty strong.
Mm,
No, Terminator 3 does not exist. They stopped Judgment Day and no sequels ever came out, especially nothing with General Candy and his weird non-Austrian voice.
that's right. Down here at Cyberdyne Systems, we're making sure your future's going to be safe for you. Yeah, it was like you sound like Mr. DNA. It's just like from your blood
No mercy.
and got stuck in the sap.
Got sucked in the sap. I'm DNA.
From your blood. From dinosaurs.
Oh, dinosaurs. Oh, yeah, the good old dinosaurs.
The dinosaurs. Speaking of that, you know what cartoon I always liked as a kid? Dinosaurs. Remember Dinosaurs? Did you have Dinosaurs up there?
Dino saucers?
Dinosaurs, yeah.
I don't. Doesn't ring a bell.
They were like
It doesn't mean
they were
anything.
they were dinosaurs that were like, you know what? Look it up.
Dino saucers.
I can't really describe what they were. They were like dinosaurs, but they were like humanoid, and they were like superheroes, and they were like it was they were like teams.
One
There was good
season.
ones in one season, yeah.
1987.
Yeah. Dinosaurs.
No, I don't know this.
Mm-hmm.
The Dino saucers and their alias allies.
Oh,
The Dino saucers and their allies, the secret
Mm.
scouts, waged never-ending battle against the evil Tyrannos.
yeah. Yeah, it was. I mean, as a kid, I loved it, man. Loved it. Absolutely loved it.
Wow, 65 episodes.
Yep. Yeah,
Is it
that's
Canadian?
not.
Well, it says
That's nor-
September 14th, 1987 in Canada anyway.
Yeah, that's normally the magic number 65 for
Oh, that kind of
shows.
looks familiar. I don't. Yeah, I
Mhm.
don't think I watched this though. But the art looks a little familiar.
Yeah, Yeah, as far
I
as I
keep
know,
thinking
it
of
had the
Dino Riders for some reason. Whenever I think of Dino,
yeah, yeah, yeah. I know what you mean.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it had like a limited market. Like not every television station picked it up, and I know I think we had one when I was a kid. WDCA 20 that ran it out of Washington D.C., but it wasn't really well known, and there were I think there were toys for it, but they were only in Argentina, which is weird if you think about that.
Okay.
Yeah, it was very very weird distribution for that property. But, oh well.
Hey, Mayan's here. Hello,
Hey
Mayan.
man,
I know. See.
good. Yeah, good to hear from you. Good to hear
Yeah.
from you.
That doesn't ring a bell to the professor. I remember Dino Riders, like I just said, and the terrible Thunder Lizards. That played along with the Eek the Cat on Fox.
Yeah, see, that's what I mean. Like, there was this limited distribution market wise, television market wise. Yeah, back then, not every channel's got everything. Like, if you lived in a certain region of the country or whatever country you're from, didn't mean that you were watching a show that everybody else was. I mean, there was a lot of stuff that
Yeah.
we never got around. My area growing up, we never got Cadillacs and Dinosaurs. That was a pretty. Remember Cadillacs and
Yeah,
Dinosaurs?
I've
In
heard of
like
it. Yeah.
mid '90s. That was like a pretty big show. We never got it around here, and lots of stuff we never got around here. That's okay though. It's okay.
Yeah. She's been busy. Glad I caught you guys on. Yes, I'm glad you have shown
Glad
up
I
or stopped
glad I
by
cough.
or
Glad I
hung out.
cough you guys. Glad I
She
cough
coughed
you
there.
guys on. Oh no!
Robert, Captain.
Don't cough on us.
She's like, what are you going to watch? I'm going to go watch Robin the Captain. Oh, okay.
Robert Captain. Thank
That's
you.
okay. Either way, nice to
Oh
free up.
no, man! We know autocorrect gets all of our chatters. We get a lot of weird autocorrect stuff. Yeah, we know what you meant,
They're just
but
playing.
autocorrect didn't know what you meant. They thought you meant cough. Yeah, see.
Autocorrect, man. You think of autocorrect. Imagine me. I can hardly speak English like properly I
Mm.
voice text everything. So if
God
I'm
knows.
in a hurry and I don't go back and like make sure everything worked out properly, God knows what kind of message you're getting from me, man. Oh boy.
Chaos.
Yes. I'm gonna eventually gonna have to run behind the video store in a second.
Oh no. Well,
Oh
whenever you gotta
yeah,
let me
baby.
know.
You don't buy that stuff, you rent it, eh? That's the way it goes.
Yep, that's right. You rent it. It's all uh
Mhm,
timeshare.
mhm, mhm, mhm.
uh,
Well, this glows in
uh,
the dark a little bit. That's pretty cool.
ooh.
Ooh. Yeah, so 7 people still hanging out with us tonight.
Hey, thanks, 7 people.
Thanks to it's a good lucky 7. Lucky number
Yeah.
7. It's a good number.
Oh man, we do it for you, 7 people.
We actually do. I struggle
Yeah.
twice as much because of autocorrect.
Oh my God, what is happening to you?
Hold on a second. Give me a second.
Oh, your vape set off your smoke detector. Rob from Rob's Pitches Video. Be right back, folks. Hang there. He has some technical issues going on right now. Yes, Professor, I can only imagine typing in gloved hands. It's very, very tricky, especially if you use your touchscreen for the phone. I mean,
First
it's
time
how
that
do you do
happened.
that? It was probably your vape that set off your smoke alarm.
Yeah.
Uh,
You gotta be safe in a video store, you know. Like tapes are very
yeah,
flammable.
yeah. Wow.
At first, I was like, "What the hell? That's the first time it ever happened." I was like, what's going
Yeah,
on in here? The
it's very interesting.
government kicking in the door or something?" I don't
Well, there's always that possibility. Never rule that out, but you know.
Yeah, well, you know, I don't want to sit there and like type, man. Like I try to speak and try to remind myself, like if I'm going to
Yeah.
do voice texting or any of that kind of stuff, you got to talk like a robot. You got to speak,
Yes, you.
no, nice and clear in a straight voice, and just say it like even if you want to slow it down and say it like you're talking to a baby, the more you do that, the better the outcome.
Well, it's funny. Like my old phone, I set up speak to text thing, but for my new phone, I was like, I didn't bother because like I don't want to. I don't like it because it's like every time I would use it, either it would mishear me or like maybe I just mumbled it or picked up something else like on TV. So like I'm sending this text, doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, that's what I'm
No.
saying. Sometimes
Yeah,
it's funny though.
yeah, or it's like you'll pocket dial somebody, like pocket text somebody, and like you'll set off the microphone, and so it sends them like whatever you're like you've been saying or whatever it picks up, and they text you back like, "What have you been drinking?" Like this doesn't make any sense. Like I don't. That's why I don't do it. I don't do the text to speak thing or speak to text, whatever.
Damn, Rob's security system kicked in as it was being hacked. Damn, Mecha bro. Yes, he was trying to hack me.
Just trying to get that what tape did he want from you?
You
Oh, the
goddamn,
Star Wars
you
tape.
goddamn Gene Hackman, you.
Just
I didn't
trying to get that.
know. I didn't think you can hear that because the my microphone I think is supposed to cancel like other noises.
Well, it doesn't.
It does sometimes because I don't know if you remember. Remember when we had when we were raving the
Yeah,
stream when
yeah, absolutely.
we had the rave.
Yeah.
Well, that lightsaber that I was fooling around with makes noises. And when I put it away, if you go back and watch that stream,
I
I put
have.
it away and we were about to talk and it was still making noises. It was loud and it wouldn't stop and it was like going crazy. And I look at it, but you don't hear it on the stream.
Weird.
Yeah, because a lot of things in the background are canceled out. Like my father was vacuuming. I put my father to work in the shop, make him back in the shop and everything.
You
And
put your dad to work.
yeah, and you didn't hear it on the mic or nothing, but that I guess maybe because it was so loud. I don't know. And it's like it's just behind. It's just up there. So
Yes, folks. He does have sound canceling mics. He's been farting the whole time. You just don't know it.
yeah,
He farts the entire show the whole time.
100%.
Yeah.
It's an issue. So I don't know. But you know, whenever I was raised like whenever I had an issue, my father said, "You have an issue. Here's a tissue." So
That's pretty good.
yeah, that's the way it was.
Yeah.
And now I'm rotten from the inside. No, I'm joking.
Oh no.
No, I'm great. I'm beautiful. No, I'm awesome.
Toxic butt.
Toxic Avenger.
Yeah. Toxic butt. Oh man.
Rob's made this video a family business. Even the cat got work to do at the store. Yeah. Well, no, the cat I keep him out of here because he likes to put his nails in everything.
Sure. Yeah. Like my cats are very, very problematic.
Yeah. And the more there's any kind of ledges or like anything where he can get on around,
Yeah.
he's like, I must stand on this. It's like, oh my god.
I have a couple cats here on the
He's like a cat, I guess. That's what cats do, right? They climb on everything.
cats do that, man. They need to be engaged in some kind of activity. They need to have that attention. That's why it's like I have a couple cats here on the ship, and they're really getting on my nerves. So I got a bunch of mice and put them up deck. So that's what they do. Keep them busy, chase them around. It's too bad I have the plague now, but it's okay. I mean, it's a balancing act. You know, if you want something, you got to give something. Right?
I'm assuming it'll work itself out.
Yeah, I'll be okay.
It's not like the first time you got the plague.
No, it's fine. You just put some Bactine on it.
Put some tussin on it.
Yeah, get some tussin. Get some of that scissor.
You put some tussin on it. And if you run out, you just add some water, shake it up. You got more tussin.
Yeah. That's about it. I mean, you're not going to hurt anything. You know what I'm disappointed about, Rob?
What are you disappointed about, buddy?
I'm disappointed that our friend Adam Wright doesn't join us as frequently as he should. I really want Adam Wright to join us in the chat. I know you get a kick out of Adam Wright.
Yeah, he was pretty cool.
Yeah, he's always a fun time, and
I assume that he's got other things going on.
Maybe that's too bad.
Poor cat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Captain, how many cats have you lost when the mice jump off the ship running away from the said cats and the cats that follow them through?
Well, luckily none. I haven't had any that's that special, if you know what I'm saying. They kind of realize when to call it quits and like, oh, whatever. So yeah, so far so good. So far
So
so
lost
good. Thanks,
cause
Chris.
when they pass a certain barrier.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. So far so good.
Because cats don't like swimming in the ocean. I'm pretty sure about that.
Mm-hmm.
Most cats don't like water.
No. Yeah. I don't know much about much, but I can tell you that cats don't like swimming very much. They will if they have to, but so
It's
tigers.
weird, right?
Tigers enjoy a good swim. Tigers do like swimming.
Yeah, well, big cats like wild cats. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They have to go in the water sooner or later.
Yeah. Mm.
Because they're wild. They got to be drinking and be hanging out and cooling off and all that kind of shit.
Well, according to my cats, they're also big cats, and they're wild cats,
Uh,
and they're
my cats are like my animals. I guess were just like I don't know. Somebody they didn't get the memo because my dog didn't like water. My dog didn't like the water. He didn't like to swim. He didn't like the rain. He didn't like nothing. And
well. That's what I mean.
my cat's
They
always
they
going in the shower. So
they think they're big cats. They're of their ancestors, but they're not, are they? They're not. We just let them think they are.
yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it's like my cat. He's out there. He's trying to be an outdoor cat. He's in the sunroom looking through the screen, and he's looking at critters running by. He's making weird
Yeah.
chirping sounds, and
Yeah.
his tail is going 100 miles a minute, and all these things.
Yeah.
And then I start up the lawnmower, and he takes off in the house.
Yeah. Yeah. He's very fierce, Rob. Okay, he's a fierce cat.
Yes.
The wild animal.
Until the lawnmower or the traffic.
Until the lawnmower comes out or the vacuum cleaner.
Yeah. And I gotta feed him. I feed him his food, right? I give him a little bit of wet food of the can a day because he
Mm-hmm.
normally eats the little dry crunchies, but I feed him a little
Sure.
bit of wet food.
Oh, that's cute. You call them crunchies too?
Yeah.
I call them crunchies too. The dry food crunchies. Yeah, that's cute.
So I give him a little bit of wet food, but I noticed that he'll eat it more if it's the pate kind, he'll lick it all up. But if it's like a chunky one, he won't. He'll just lick the gravy, and then
Yeah.
I
Wow.
squish it up with a fork. I take a fork and I squish it all up, and I kind of mash it for him, and then he licks it all up. And
Yeah. That's amazing. Now the same here, dude. That's amazing. See, this is why we get along so well. We have a lot in common.
and I had to put my dog down, who was taking up most of my
Okay.
my time.
Yeah.
And now so all I have left is the cat now, and he slid right into that slot, and all he does is meow at me nonstop. Last night there was a rainstorm. I woke up around, I don't know, I think it was around 2 o'clock in the morning. I think
Mm-hmm.
I had my window open only about this much, but there was like a crazy rainstorm, and there was like a lot of wind, and my blinds that were covering the window were blowing in the wind and banging so loud. That's what woke me up, and I sleep on the side of the bed that's facing the window. So I wake up, and when you wake up and you're in a daze and everything. So I wake, and there was lightning. The lightning was flashing like every 3 seconds or something. It was almost like someone was taking a picture through my window. So I wake up, the blinds are banging, the wind is blowing like crazy. I have like a metal little shed that's outside, not too far from my bedroom window. So the rain was hitting that super loud, and I wake up and I'm like, "What the hell's going on?" And the cat's sitting right there. And he's looking at me going, "Meow, meow, meow," and everything going on at the same time. And I'm like, "What the hell?" I thought I was like in Wizard of Oz or something. I was waiting for the house to like pick up and start spinning around and
Yeah.
like land somewhere.
Yeah. What the hell is happening?
It was funny, man, because how like when you wake out of your sleep, you're like, what's going on?
Mm.
It's like the blinds are banging so loud. Like, is someone coming through the window? I don't even know what's happening. There's lights flashing, there are rain noises and stuff. The cat's.
Are you sure it wasn't an alien abduction?
No, it kind of sounds like that. It's what I thought at first, but
Yeah.
I remember, like, as I caught my bearings, I'm looking around and I went back to sleep and I giggled to myself because I was like, "What the fuck is happening?"
You giggled to yourself when you farted and went back to
I
sleep.
did, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. No, but I mean, it's a cat sitting there. It's like he's sitting on the floor staring at me, like he was watching the same thing, and he's looking at me.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's
Yeah.
going on? Am I missing something?
Yeah. He was trying to tell you. He was trying to tell you. I was like, "Hey, man, wake up, dude. There's some weird stuff going on here."
It's funny shit. And
Wow,
he bugs me
dude.
because my cat sleeps all day long, right? He
Mhm.
bugs me all night. He wants to play, and I'm all he got. He had, I guess, and he just comes and he just tests out the water. He'll come and bug me and meow and reach up and see if I do anything. If I don't do anything, he'll go and lay down for a bit. Then he'll come back and do the same thing again. Meow. Check me out. He'll check me out. If I don't react, he'll go and lay down again.
Well, I mean, most cats are nocturnal creatures, so that's about it. You know, they sleep during the day, and then at night, oh boy, it's time for showtime.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Pop quiz, hot shots.
Oh boy.
You are paid $1 million to wrestle one of the following: a grizzly bear, a crocodile, or a Karen during your period. Which beast are you picking? Well, you know something. It's quite like how can I say this? I mean, if you're gonna fight a bear, you're gonna die.
Yes, you're gonna die.
So
And that's
you
it. You're
want
gonna
to do
die.
that as like an alternative to, like, let's say you've got some kind of terminal disease or something like that, and you're like, I don't want to succumb to this. So what you do is maybe you chug a bottle of whiskey, and then you walk out into the woods and you fight yourself a grizzly bear, because the grizzly bear is going to dispatch you. He's going to send you to where you're supposed to go.
Yeah. You'd be like, drunk enough to kick your ass.
Exactly. And then he'll swoop one shot, take your head off, and then it'll be quick and fast, and that's it.
Hopefully that's it. I mean, he might play with you a little bit.
And then and the best thing too is like once you're done, and hopefully it's quickly, like we just said. But now your family's talking about how you fought a bear on your way out.
Yeah, you get a statue. Yeah.
So,
if I'm going to wrestle a bear, it should be under those circumstances. But I would also think, like, otherwise, I would wrestle a bear like if they were trying to attack a bunch of kids or something. I would want to like die wrestling a bear, and that's I wouldn't go out that way.
Reason, okay.
Yeah, like if I'm going to wrestle a bear, it's got to be a good reason.
Well, yeah.
I mean, $1 million, like $1 million, like, because I'm not going to survive wrestling a bear. You're not going to survive. However, a crocodile, you might, especially if it's on land, you might be able to wrestle a crocodile to the death and be successful. Maybe with some scrapes, maybe with some major injuries, but stuff that could be taken care of. However, in the water, not so much. I wouldn't fight a crocodile in the water.
Yeah, well, you can't fight it in the water, man. In the water, you're just a floating piece of meat, I guess.
Yeah, like that's not your domain. But once they're on land, sure, they're still dangerous, but they're more manageable on land.
Yes, exactly.
And Karen, no, I'm not even. That Karen's not even an option. No, not going with that. So yeah, I'm gonna go with the crocodile.
Well, that's a good choice, but I'm gonna say if there's no repercussions, I would gladly take the Karen.
Well, it's a Karen, so there is going to be repercussions.
Because I would punch the shit out of the Karen real quick, and it would be over, and I would feel great about that. But the thing is, then next time I'm arrested, and I got to spend time in jail, and I don't want any of that. So,
right, the bear, and neither the bear or the crocodile are going to sue you.
No, exactly.
The Karen will sue you.
That's what I'm saying. I can dispatch of the Karen quite easily, but it's the repercussions from the Karen are worse than all. Well, I mean, besides dying from the grizzly bear, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, that's about it. Yeah.
So I guess the crocodile is probably the best answer.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think if you're really careful, you stand the best chance against a crocodile. That's what I think. As long as it's on land.
Anyway, I do have some inside information.
Oh, okay. All right.
Well, I mean, it's not really inside information. I guess if you watch enough TV, you'll know that I think alligators and crocodiles, they'll only strike at you if you're at a certain distance. Because they do like like in basketball, you need a certain distance to do like a layup.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Well, the crocodiles and alligators, they for their bite attack, they need like a certain radius. And you can see videos of people like they come too close and they won't move, and they go too far and they won't move, but they go to a certain distance and they'll attack them, like, because they need like a certain like a layup, I guess what you call it.
They do the big jump. Yeah, right? They need like Charles Barkley.
So if you're jumping in and out like a ninja, you're in, you're out, you're in, you're in, you're slapping them, you're poking them in the eyes and all that shit. You're just boxing his ears. You'd probably win in a good fist fight against a crocodile. You know what I'm saying? Hello, Echo Zeros. Yeah.
What's up? What's up, Gov? Governor?
Hello, Governor.
Hello, Gov.
The bear, and hope he trips behind me, if you know what I mean. Yeah, because you're running.
Yeah, I mean a bear. No, I don't like my chances against a
And
bear.
that's
Like
the
I said,
worst part too. Like, listen, when you here's a good like hint that a bear is not the actual animal you want to mess with. One of the things they tell you is don't run,
don't run. No,
don't run,
don't run.
don't run. Like what
No,
else? What do you?
no, you don't
Everything else
run.
scary that you're going to die from. Your natural instinct is to run.
You know what you do? You drop down, curl up into a ball, and you shit yourself.
Yeah.
Well, you're probably going to do that anyway. You're not going to have any help. No problem doing that. You're not going to need any
What I'm
help with
saying
that.
is that if you
Yeah.
stay, you die, and if you run, you die.
Because if you play dead, if you like shit yourself, the bear will think, "Oh, this guy's dead. He died. I don't want to mess with him." And the chances are he
Yeah,
might like scoot you around a little bit. But then he'll leave you alone, or they'll leave you
yeah.
alone. But
Scoot
if
you
you
around a
run,
little bit. Scoot you
yeah,
around a little bit. That's
yeah,
the best scenario. Scoot you around a little bit.
yeah, that's about it. But I mean, if you run, you're going to trigger its instincts to chase you because now you're a prey animal. And bears can run up to 35 miles an hour.
Yeah,
You cannot. Remember that.
exactly.
You cannot. So yeah, bears. No, no. I don't like my chances against bears.
Professor, this grizzly bear drunken enthusiasm movie would make a great trailer. Just saying. Sure.
Well, all the chats having brainstorming
He can make
meetings about
Karen
bear
fall in
movies.
love, but not that croc.
You know,
Oh.
I don't know.
Yes, you could. You could
No, I
sweet
just
talk Karen. Well, Karens are Karens.
yeah.
I'd rather just like trip her in the grocery store or something.
Wow, Rob, that's I'd rather just
Maybe,
trip her in the grocery store.
have you ever seen the movie The Mist with Thomas Jane, or Tom and Jane, or whatever they call him?
No, I haven't. I've never seen that movie. To tell you the truth.
Well, in that movie, they're all stuck in a little grocery store or whatever, and monsters are coming for them and blah blah blah.
Yeah, that
And
sounds
then,
about
so
right.
now they're having like there's a religious lady who's like like dividing the people, with some kind of bullshit and Judgment Day talk and all that stuff, and then she kind of like turns into some kind of like, well, like just going a little too far with it, and then someone pulls a gun out and shoots her in the head.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it's like that.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
So you're saying that's what would happen if like you were to fight a Karen, like
Yeah.
that scenario?
Yes, like
Huh.
just erase it quickly. Boom.
Yeah, you nip it in the bud,
But the
Andy.
thing is there's monsters involved coming through a porthole, and that makes it okay for him to do that. If I was to do
Well,
that,
yes,
I'd go to
but
jail.
yes, yeah. Like I was saying, Professor did not say that. That's not part of the stipulations.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like these are the scenarios you think about, but
I think okay, with a bear, you're dying. With a Karen, legal replications. With a crocodile, your best bet. That's what I think. A
yes.
crocodile, fight the crocodile.
And if you kill
Yeah,
it, you can make yourself some shoes or a belt or something.
yeah, yeah.
Because like you don't want to like just like waste the animal. If you kill it,
Yeah,
you might as well
no,
just like make some crocodile soup or whatever they do,
mm, yeah,
and use up the skin and shit.
yeah.
Sell the bones to some voodoo doctors or whatever that they do. I don't know what they do with a dead crocodile, but
Yeah.
that's what they should
Plenty of
do.
them out there. Yeah. Oh, a big croc. Oh, crikey.
Oh, crikey, look at these bones. Love how much thought you all give to my silly little questions.
Because they're not silly little questions to us, Professor.
No, they're
They're
not.
not. Okay. We like your questions.
Yeah, believe it or not, we like to hang out and talk with people in the chat.
We do. Yeah.
I have
Except
a
you.
movie trailer idea for you, Professor. A trailer for a movie about someone who has a portal to hell in their ass.
I think you guys need to DM each other for that one. I want to see this happen.
Drive there far. Yeah.
Yeah.
They fart. A monster comes out and kills people. Oh boy.
Yep. I need to see this. I need to see this happen immediately. You guys DM each other about this, okay?
Ass porthole.
I want to. Yeah, you talk about this.
Porthole. Wow.
I want to see it. I want to see a trailer in 6 months. Okay.
Wow, man. That's pretty cool. An ass porthole. I mean, there's a lot of ins and outs in that kind of storyline. Anyway,
There's a lot of ins and outs to an ass porthole. That's weird,
Yes.
Rob. That's a very very.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different ins and outs in different ways and
Yeah.
shapes.
Hey,
all that
like we
stuff.
said at the beginning of the show, rectum.
Damn, fucking almost killed them.
What was that? What did you say?
I said, damn near wrecked them. Almost killed them. I was acting drunk.
Oh yeah, okay. I didn't know what you're saying.
I was acting more drunk than I am.
I thought you were trying to say John Leguizamo.
John Leguizamo?
Yeah, I thought you were.
I wasn't saying that. I was saying
Rectum.
wrecked them damn near should have fucking killed them.
Never kid John Leguizamo.
Damn near John Leguizamo.
Oh, holy shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
That's what I'm saying.
I think I'm gonna wrap her up. Hey, Cap, what do you think, man?
Okay, if you want to. We're at 10 minutes shy. What's your timer say?
Yeah, about 10 minutes shy,
Yeah.
something like that.
I noticed it's weird. Like it seems like our timers don't add up. I'm at like an hour and 51 minutes right now.
Well,
It
same
just
here.
turned. Okay,
Same here.
good. Yeah, I think
well,
sometimes it doesn't add up.
I think my computer is like I don't think for some reason the time is correct on my computer. So there's something that's not. I don't know what's going on with that, but
I know, like when I first got my laptop, this laptop we're using right now, it was set on West Coast time for some reason.
Hmm.
I don't know why. I guess it came from the West Coast, I guess. But it's like I didn't change it for the longest time before I realized it really mattered, especially like when I was doing, if I were to do like all the expos I did, I put like Facebook events on them. It would be that would be my default time zone for Facebook. And it was like all the events I was noticing, like I would like put them on my phone. It would be like the wrong time. It would be like 3 p.m. I was like, wait, it starts at noon. I was like, I put noon down, and my phone was like on Eastern Standard Time, but my laptop would be on Western. So it took me a while to figure that out. So I changed it.
I got this laptop given to me, and I only use it for this. So it's like I don't know why the time is not correct, but whatever.
Well, you got to change. I mean, you got to change it. Go into the settings.
Keeps on ticking.
Ticking into the future.
I started watching Miami Vice.
Yeah.
What?
Is that it?
on like the 4th or 5th episode.
Yeah.
Have you watched like are you familiar with the episodes of Miami Vice?
Yeah, actually, I did start watching them at the beginning of this year. I got in the DVDs and not a fan, to tell you the truth.
Really?
Like towards the end of this, it might have been the second season. It just gets really, really boring. I'm like, I'll pick it up later. I'm not into it.
Okay. Well, I just started. The pilot, the pilot, two-parter.
Yeah, the movie. I think I
It's
have
a
it here
great,
somewhere.
it's a great episode, man. Well, a two-parter episode.
I'm sure you have this as well.
It's so like
Really?
retro. I love watching. Yeah, I have both of those too. That's cool.
Oh, this motif here. This motif here is basically what all the vaporwave stuff is based on. Like this motif, you know what I mean? And so yeah,
sure, man, 100%.
Yeah.
And when you're watching the show, though, man, you see like it's so retro. It's crazy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 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 I mean, I remember. Like as a kid, I was all about it, even though I shouldn't have been. And I was just like, you know what? I don't know why I was into it as a kid, because like you associate it with his white Ferrari Testarossa, but it's like he barely drives it. Like for most of the show, he drives that black Porsche,
Yeah.
They're like, "So where the hell did they get this?" It's like, it's so weird. They marketed everything to kids back then.
Hey,
Everything.
like I said, you saw the picture of me wearing that. That's an actual Miami Vice Don Johnson suit, white
Yeah,
suit
see?
that I
Uh,
got from the Sears catalog for my whatever elementary school function it was, like
awesome. That's so badass. It's great.
some bullshit that I had to do. Like
Yeah.
to truly know if one is drunk, one must spell Arnold's last name. If you can't, you are in fact drunk.
Well, if I can't, I'm also sober.
Yeah, that's what
Sorry,
Echo said.
that's not a
I
fair
can't spell
test,
it when I'm
Professor.
sober either.
Yeah. Thank you, Echo. See?
In Mexico, we have a saying: one beer is nothing. Two beers are are half of one beer. Three beers is barely one. And since one is nothing, we start again.
Oh man.
Oh boy, that's good.
I'm
I like
glad we're
that.
here. Yeah. Yeah. Well, so anyways, your experience with Miami Vice, you revisit it, you like it.
So far, I'm on.
Yeah.
I'm on the first season. I've watched. I'm probably like on the fourth or fifth episode,
Yeah.
and I just like the way. I just like the old school feeling of it. And there's some cool shots. I like. There's some cool cinematography in there. I like a lot of ways they've done a few things. Like especially like like I said in the first two episodes, the pilot when they use the Phil Collins song there in the air tonight.
Oh, of course. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
That whole segment though, like they showed a car spinning at night and the wind blowing, and it's all like it's
Mhm.
pretty cool, man. And they do a
Mhm.
lot of that kind of stuff throughout the show. So
Yeah.
yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I mean, there's some episodes that are great, but it was like also there's like, man, this gets kind of boring. And I noticed like, I think it was the last two episodes of the second season. I think when they go to like the Everglades
Okay.
to like, so it doesn't even take place in Miami, first of all, but it's also like it takes place on like some kind of like farm. And I've noticed this anytime any kind of show or movie takes place on a farm, like it's going to be shit because it's like they don't have a budget because you
Yeah,
don't need a permit for that. You don't need a permit to shoot there, so it's like. It gets kind of shitty real quick, and it's just like kind of. It's like, why are you guys doing this? I don't understand.
I
That's
think
where
they
I
did like
stopped.
5 seasons. I think right, something like
Yeah, I
that.
think so. Yeah, they did plenty. They did plenty. I'm gonna have to pick them up again sometime soon, but just not right now. I'm not ready yet. I'm not
No,
ready yet.
I started like when I get a minute to. I was watching some of the. They have them on YouTube. I was watching some of the. What is it? For Christ's sake, I can't remember the title now.
Mm.
Oh man, I hate that. I can't.
Sorry, I
What's
can't
it,
help you.
Max?
I'm sorry.
No, it's not Max. It's a TV show that was like in the '90s with Parker Lou.
Parker Lewis can't lose.
Yes, that's it.
You're
There you go. They have all
watching
the
that now.
episodes on YouTube that you can watch them, and I watched a good few of those. They're not the best, but they're just setting the time, right? If
Very
you feel like
dated.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're super dated. If you feel like taking a journey in that time frame, you put that show on, man, and yeah.
Mm.
So that's what
Hmm.
I'm doing right now. I'm dabbling in the '80s with the Miami Vice. I dig it.
Yeah. Good. Good for you.
Yeah. Will you see Sinners or
No. I don't like. I mean, I'm not really into modern stuff.
no?
Wes.
Me neither.
I just don't. I don't know anything about it. I don't really care to. I
Okay.
have a lot of stuff to catch up on.
Are you excited for Days of Thunder too?
No, I got to tell you, no. I wasn't that big of a fan of the first movie. It's not really
Yeah.
my thing. I don't know why they're feel the need to revisit it.
Yep.
But thanks for the question, Stacy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sinners. No, I'm not going to watch it. I just don't. I have a lot of stuff to catch up on here. I don't really dig the modern stuff very
Yeah.
well.
I need to watch just one of the
Mm.
guys again. So
Yeah. I got to watch Karate Kid Part 2 for the
Red Brown
57th
was
and
in
11th
an
time.
episode of Miami Vice. He took out Tubbs and had a crazy scuffle with Crockett in a boat.
Uh,
Oh, okay.
yeah, yeah.
I need
There's a
to
lot of
rewatch old Miami Vice, but I just started rewatching MacGyver, which aired its pilot back in September of '85. Yeah, I used to love MacGyver when I was young.
Oh yeah. There's like just like I said, there's just so much stuff to really like watch for the first time and catch up
Yeah.
on, and
I would
I don't
definitely
know.
watch MacGyver again. I haven't seen it anywhere. I don't know, Echo, where you're watching it, but I would like to watch MacGyver again.
Yeah, sure.
Roseanne, man, Roseanne used to be on Prime, on Amazon Prime. I watched all the seasons of Roseanne like a bunch of times just a few years ago, and then
Uh,
when the whole thing with the Connors fell through with Roseanne,
Yeah,
she somehow all the Roseanne shit just disappeared. So
yeah. Oh, that sucks. Yeah.
I used to love Roseanne, man.
Yeah, I love Roseanne up to a certain season, and then I'm like, I don't like it anymore. I don't think you know
I'll
what
watch,
I'm talking about, Rob.
I'll watch them all though. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but I still watch them all.
Mm,
I even watch the Connors sometimes, and even it's shit. So,
mm.
would you rather go ice fishing with Walter Matthau from Grumpy Old Men, or mixed drinks with a cocktail from Tom Cruise?
Hmm.
I mean,
Good question.
cocktail from Tom Cruise.
Yeah, I would think so too, because Walter Matthau just seems so cantankerous in that movie. Yeah, and plus I would.
He'd probably give you a hard time. Like,
Oh, absolutely, it would give me a hard time, and I would be freezing cold. I wouldn't like that at all. I'm going to go with mixing drinks with Tom Cruise.
yeah, well, at least Tom Cruise is going to give you a show and throw some bottles around and do some kind of
Yeah,
trick and
I'm
throw
going to be
ice.
terrible at it, but I'm going to try my best to make some drinks for you.
Paramount Plus, huh? Okay, I'm gonna
Yeah.
check it out.
Hmm.
Yeah, I used to love a MacGyver, man. MacGyver. You know what I hate so much is all the. Well, I mean, everybody does, obviously, because they're terrible. But like all those shitty remake, like they redid the Magnum PI movie show.
Mhm.
I'm like, you put that on for a second, and you're like, what the hell, man?
Yeah. Well,
Like this
well,
doesn't
yep.
like. What are you doing? Just making a new show and putting Magnum PI on it to try to hope that somebody watches it, and
Yes, that's
so
exactly
bad,
what they're doing. Yes, exactly.
so bad.
Mm.
Never cared for Roseanne. Huh? She kind of annoyed me, especially after the national anthem fiasco.
Yeah. Well, I was. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it wasn't when the show started.
Yeah.
Did love the hell out of Halloween episodes, though. Yeah, even had a
Hmm.
DVD with all of them in it. Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Captain and I are like large John Goodman fans.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I love that show. Just not just for him, but I mean, I like, and
Mhm.
Jackie's my favorite. But
Yeah, she's great too.
yeah.
Oh no, I don't remember. I don't remember it. I
Oh,
just watched it last year too. I don't remember it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Stacey.
well, that's the one where the part where they were like bartending, and then some dude, he's like the whatever man's poet or something like that, and
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
they're like, he's like taking the spotlight away from Tom Cruise and his partner, so then he stands up on the counter and he does his own like
Mm,
he's a barman or something like that. Yeah, I remember that part.
yeah.
I remember the part,
Yeah.
but I can't tell you the
Yeah, we couldn't tell you, Stacey. We're sorry.
monologue.
We know what you're talking about, but
I
still a
have
little
She Devil
hazy.
on VHS, and I have the audio soundtrack on cassette.
Listen to you. Wow. I don't. I'm sorry. I have neither.
Come on, Cap. Shit. One of my
Come
best
on,
friends is HS was his what? One of my best friends in HS high school
high school.
was an evil MacGyver. Was an evil MacGyver?
Oh man.
He had
Oh
talents
dude.
and skills like him, but he used to okay with evil. Well, shit.
Oh man.
This
Hmm.
is why I call him a friend for life because I'm too scared to say otherwise.
Oh,
Okay,
oh shit.
evil MacGyver. Fuck,
Yeah.
man. God damn. Well, I mean, kudos to him because that's a good angle. I love John Goodman. Yeah, who doesn't, man? He's awesome.
Well, I got to
He
tell
was
you,
the
I've
best
had
friend.
some. I've had like weed MacGyvers where they can make a bong out of anything. I've never had any evil MacGyvers in my life.
Evil MacGyver, man.
Yeah, I
That's a
wouldn't
bad.
want
That's a
that.
bad. That's a bad recipe right there.
Yeah. Yeah. Hmm.
I always remember the episode that jack off boyfriend, yeah, and he gets all mad and goes and
Mhm.
teaches them a lesson.
Mhm.
Don't get Big Dan mad because he can throw his weight around.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
she did well in She Devil. She did
Mom
okay.
wants me to get Mom wants me to get birth control because Becky had sex. I don't think it's going to work.
No, that's not how it works.
It was great. It was great stuff,
Uh,
man. Good stuff. Oh man.
Yeah, my all-time favorite scene. I said this 1,000 times. I'll say it again. Is the Jackie scene when I think it was their dad dies or something.
Oh yeah, yeah. We've talked about this many times before. Yeah,
Yeah, and she's calling the family and letting them know. That's so
yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah.
My favorite
Dad died.
episode is when
He's
Dan
dead.
knocks that blonde
He's
asshole.
dead. Oh, he's fine. Dad's fine. Bye.
He's dead. He's gone. He's
Yeah,
gone.
yeah. It's
He's
great.
fine. He sends his love.
Yep. uh,
When Dan knocks out that blonde asshole on the Lobo, yeah.
you know. Yeah, who was that guy? That actor who played that character, he's been in a couple things.
Is it not the same guy from Superman 3?
No. I don't think so. No. You mean Nuclear Man?
No, the guy who plays her boyfriend, the drunk guy who lets Richard Pryor come in. Richard. Oh, I was supposed to hear last night. He opens up his briefcase and it's all full of alcohol.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. Is it?
I don't know. For some reason, I think it is.
Gosh, I haven't seen Superman 3 in like 1,000 years.
Hold on, let me see something here.
But that guy's been in like
I don't know.
many things.
It's kind of close, but anyway.
Yeah.
Superman 3. Let's find out his name here. Let's do some research. I need the cast. Okay, there it is.
Hang on, folks.
Yeah, take your time there. Go get yourself a drink.
Yeah, go ahead. Talk amongst yourselves.
Scratch yourself or something. Was it the chick's boyfriend? The shitty drunk alcoholic boyfriend that she had. Holy shit! There's a lot of people in this movie. Who are these people?
I don't know.
Yeah, whatever. I don't know.
It's all right, folks.
It's timed out. It has timed out.
Yeah, it's all right, everybody.
Yeah, sorry about that. Worst whole season was just a dream. Roseanne Dallas.
Well, first of all, I don't know what raw sand is. I don't know what raw sand is. If you mean Roseanne, you need to have an E in there, pal.
Worst whole season was just a dream. Roseanne Dallas or Married with Children.
Roseanne. I get real offended by the later seasons of Roseanne just because it's like, man, that's just.
I don't like Dallas at all. I would
no.
easily take Dallas. I don't think I've ever watched an episode of Dallas.
Run
to the store and get Professor her favorite drink, Jack and Coke in a can. Yeah, he loves that shit. Rank your favorite characters on a cast of Married with Children.
Man, what was
obviously the father is number one, and then I guess the mother I like the mother's pretty funny too. And then the sister, because she's cute, is number 3, and then the son that became a rapper is the 4th one because he bugs me. There you
go.
Bud. In Pharma.
Boom down.
Snow.
Okay, that's
from Toronto. The white Pharma.
I'm done. I'm done with this. I'm checking out.
What?
Yeah, I'm done.
Don't ever leave me hanging like that again. Come on now. You never saw Dallas? Everyone saw Dallas. I saw Dallas on TV. I never watched Dallas.
Oh yeah, that was a huge deal, dude. Huge deal.
I know who shot JR. I didn't. I was not part of that.
Yeah.
No,
huge deal.
I don't know. I'd have to go. I'd have to do my research and tell you what I was doing at that exact time. But it was not watching JR. Yeah,
I was too young, but I was well aware. When I was a kid, when Dallas came on, I knew that was time for bed.
Yeah,
that's what I knew. That's all I knew. But Dallas is
with Dallas.
Dallas.
Well, you know what? He didn't die, right? Did he come back after he got shot?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter then. There you go.
None of this matters. Oh, spoiler alert.
And nothing else matters.
Uh, hmm.
Roseanne's ending was a mess. Yeah, I mean Dan was dead the whole time, and and what we saw was just some book she was writing. Yeah, it was.
Yep,
I don't even remember that because I think I blocked that out of my memory.
we all did. Echo, I'm sorry you remember that. I'm sorry
Yes,
you
me
remember
too.
that, buddy.
I
We,
apologize.
we,
All right, we're going to wrap her up. As I need to go to the bathroom, something fierce, and I'm pretty
too.
sure by Captain's pacing back and forth that he has a. Oh shit! I might be a little late, but anyway.
It's okay.
Thank you everybody for coming and joining the 16th episode of Tape Talk on Friday the 16th.
Yes. Yes, thank you for being with us right here on Rob Smith's video on YouTube for Friday Night Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain. Yeah, it's a good time, Rob. Thank you very much.
Yes, I appreciate you hanging out with me, and I appreciate everybody tuning in and dealing with our shenanigans.
Yes, we had some good shenanigans, didn't we? Oh,
Thank you,
you.
Professor, on every episode. Happy weekend, everybody. Happy Friday, and we love you, Professor, and everybody else.
Yeah, we love you, Professor. Most certainly.
And we will see you next Friday.
See you, everybody. Bye.
Yeah, boy. Now.
Goodbye from Robin the Captain. Goodbye from Robin the Captain. This has been Friday Night Tape Talk with Robin the Captain. Right here on Rob's Vintage Video. Only on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe and take care out there. Keep your heads clean and be kind, rewind. We'll see you next time. Goodbye. See you next Friday.
Your video and audio heads will now be cleaned.
What?
Your video and audio heads are now clean. Press stop and eject tape now. Eject tape now.
Eject tape now. Eject tape now.
No.